But why hello, good folks of YouTube, and welcome back to some WWE Universe mode. And in this episode, it is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. It is finally here, a night where we are going to crown the Raw and SmackDown's Money in the Bank briefcase holders. We are going to crown the inaugural WWE champion. And also, speaking of inaugural champions, we have to talk about the whole Cruiserweight debacle. This feud between these six competitors has been going on since day one, interrupting one another's matches, fighting amongst themselves, brawling, everything you can imagine. There's quite a few matches that we have not seen a proper conclusion to because of interference. And of course, when you also think about it, much of that comes from the relationship between Tozawa and the Bryan Kendrick. These men have formed a bond, a partnership these last few weeks, and just this last SmackDown we saw these two competitors fight in the SmackDown Tag Team Gauntlet match for the opportunity to become the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Champions. As you can see, they have no belts around their waist, so they did of course not manage to get those titles. But if you want to find out who actually became the champion that evening, I think you should check out the last episode of this Universe mode. The SmackDown Tag Team Gauntlet match is on that. It's a pretty long episode, but most of that episode is this match, and also there was more matches going into the WWE Championship match we're going to see later on tonight. But as the ring is starting to fill up with superstars, we of course have to talk about these cruiserweights in the match. Actually, we just saw Tozawa and Kendrick entering, two men that, while not my pick to win this match, could certainly be a threat in this match, because their partnership, I don't think they will turn on each other. I think they will use the little tag team experience they got last week and the friendship they have built to take out all the other competitors. Gran coming into this match without any real partnerships, no allies to speak of as of really. So being a lone wolf in these types of situations could be a con, while it could also be a pro, if you catch my drift. Like, you don't have to worry about upsetting your friends, but you can also that could also make you a bigger target for the partners. But you could also, slide in there, form a partnership with someone, and then break it the next without any repercussions really to speak of, because it's a match. That's just how it goes. And speaking of partnerships and friendships and all that, we of course have to talk about T.J. Perkins, the man that has also formed a little bit of a friendship with Jack Gallagher that's coming out later on tonight. But don't let that fool you, because this man will kick your head off with a detonation kick, and he will pin you, no matter who you are. Friend, foe, it doesn't really matter, because this man is driven by goals and ambitions and desires, and he will not stop at anything he won't stop at nothing until he gets what he wants. And right now what he wants is that Cruiserweight Championship. And I think, it hates me to say that, even though T.J. Perkins is phenomenal, super good, I think that his passion could be his downfall in this match. But hey, that's just the words of me. I think we have to talk about, though, the words of this gentleman right here. In an interview earlier on tonight, he said that he will stop at nothing. He will, and I quote, headbutt their asses down to the floor if he have to. Like, he won't stop on anything. This man is that nasty as they come. He is the epiphany of the British strong style, fighting style that so many have popularized throughout the ages. And I think that this man right here, he's actually my sleeper pick. Yeah, when I think of it, this dude in the ring, entering right now, many people sleep on him. They haven't seen anything from him because his match has been cut short. He hasn't been able to do that much. But this dude impresses me. I watched this man so many times throughout my career, and I think that this man is going to win tonight. He is my sleeper pick to win. But going from my sleeper pick to the pick that most people have to win this match, I saw the polls earlier on today, and most of them said the exact same thing. They have this man right here to win this entire thing. Cedrick Alexander, he has everything. He has the athletic prowess, he has the look, he has the charisma, he has everything he needs in order to make it big time here in the WWE, and that all starts tonight when he challenges for that Cruiserweight Championship. But will he become the inaugural one? That remains to see. There, it's 6 incredibly gifted men in this ring right now, but I don't think anyone possesses quite the same as this dude right now. I mean, the partnership of Tozawa and Kendrick could be a real bump in the road for Cedrick's win. TJP and Gallagher could form some kind of relationship even more in this match to take everyone out. And Metalik, he's kind of the black sheep. He's like the one that we don't really know what's going to happen with. But right now, the match is on the way, and we'll find it out. And of course, Cedrick goes out to TJP. Gallagher and Kendrick fights, and Metalik and Tozawa as well with a kick into the bone there. Oh, TJP was trying to go for a Corona. Cedrick counters though, and it takes like 30 seconds, and Gallagher and Kendrick is already on the outside with Tozawa and Metalik following short. As you can see over there now, ooh, deep arm drag from Gallagher with a forearm into the face of Kendrick, and now a devilish uppercut right underneath the jaw, trying to forward a mule kick, but now it's a forearm of jaw, drops the big boot. This man have each other scouted. These, I would say, the biggest, most hatred rivalry lies between Gallagher and Kendrick, so they know exactly what they are doing in the ring right now, and you can just see it when they go back and forth. Now twist the arm around. This is what we're talking about, this British strong, so the nasty technical prowess of the British wrestling scene is unprecedented, and we get the full view of it right now in this very second. Ooh, thrown straight into the corner there. So what I will say is that we've seen throughout all the ages Gallagher that when he's gotten the chances in those one-on-one situations with an Enzuigiri kick from Cedrick Alexander in the ring, now trying to go for the pin immediately after that. I'm gonna film my thought. If this is not the end, it's just a 1.5 count. That's like I was talking about with Gallagher, that when he has gotten the chance to fly, oh my, I will not be able to finish this, because look at the strength of every man in the ring right now. TJP just caught a flying crossbody from Cedric Alexander and now drops him on the top rope. And not trying to go for the scoop slam. All these men just know each other. This comes from what I've been talking about, the brawling between all these men for all like 8 weeks now has been, miscalculation on TJP's part right there. That could have been extraordinary. But after all these brawling, and there we go, forearm connects this time. But after all these brawlings, these guys know each other. They have studied each other. They know how these men like to fight. And I feel like it's a big fight feel tonight with these men. And like we saw with Kendrick and Gallagher on the outside, Alexander and TJP just know each other. They know exactly what they want to do, but flying backhand misses because TJP was down and out, and now you can't be serious. That's like half the ring. Oh my hell! What was that? And just a kick out. What was that? I find that hard to believe that we just saw that kick out, and now we take a better look over at Metalik's and Tozawa's side, where they will fight each other. Into the corner he goes, and now a bulldog on the outside. Vicious stuff. Whew, I am almost at a loss for it. This is exactly what we want, what we were to expect from this Cruiserweight. A high-paced, high-flying action. Sunset flip powerbomb there. to kick off the Money in the Bank event. These dudes have been fighting for 8 weeks, and now finally, is in Stone Cold's words, we can inject some order into this division. And I think that is exactly what we're going to do tonight. I think that when we get a champion here, things is going to slow down. We're probably going to get some singles feud, some kind of like that. Not these intense brawls all the time where nothing makes sense for anyone. I don't think that's where we're going. Powerbomb into the corner post, and down he goes as well. And now Kendrick and Gallagher has made it to the inside. Cedrick Alexander gets a hold of Kendrick, throws him down with a forearm, and now Gallagher, he attacked his friend TJP, and now that's what he gets. Showboating to the crowd a little bit, but it lets Alexander go. So I'm not sure if that's the best feel. And now, as we've seen so many times, everyone on the outside, and the huge brawl is in place. This whole thing started really with Kendrick and Tozawa attacking, going in after a match and attacking everyone, and then you just slowly building this respect for one another, that hey, you do everything it takes to win. And oh my god, TJ Perkins, what did we just witness? I look away for 1 second and a spike Rana connects, and vicious face wrangler right there from TJP. But like I said, I'm not allowed to say, because the action is high octane, fast paced. Like I said, this whole thing started after Kendrick and Tozawa went in and formed this budding relationship with one another. And the story goes after that. More and more competitors just started to attack, and oh my god! Sunset flip powerbomb up from the outside, and Tozawa's up on his feet, but not for long though. Gets knocked down without further notice from the crowd. And now, once again, Cedrick Alexander is on the top rope. It's a submission in the ring. He lets that go, but now there's a pin. No one gets there in time. But Gallagher kicks out. Kendrick took out TJP in the nick of time. Just look at this. Take a look at this sunset flip powerbomb and the Metalik driver as well in the ring at the same time. But none of it were able to get the job done. And that's a super kick from the outside, and another Captain Sook. Cedrick Alexander is just looking at the referee is down. He won't do anything. He's gonna let Gallagher suffer, but TJP won't have any of that though. That's his buddy in the ring, so that's not gonna happen. Lumbar check. It's gonna be all over right now. TJ Perkins has been cut open, as you can see, and the lumbar check. I thought that was gonna be it, but he got up in time. The referee was out of commission, and now Alexander and Tozawa can go fight on the outside, but now Tozawa gets dumped over the top rope, but get brought back in with a swinging neckbreaker. And on the outside now, Metalik has TJ Perkins up and just unceremonious dumps him on the hardest part of the ring, the corner post, and that clothesline from Tozawa brings Alexander down. And oh, look at this. This is what we were talking about. Kendrick made his way back into the ring now, and now the systematic attack of Alexander will begin. Oh my god, that top rope DDT straight into Tozawa with a Falcon Arrow. This is what I'm talking about. This is their partnership going into this, and this is what I think will be the downfall of everyone here. That these men are together, but Alexander though manages to push Kendrick into the corner, but the numbers game still too much. And now the double team maneuvers comes in, sells him in place for the Enziguri. Everyone else is knocked out on the outside. I mean, TJP got unceremoniously dumped on the outside. Metalik again. Alexander though manages to push Kendrick in, but Tozawa just gets fired up every time you do that. Kendrick took out both Gallagher and Metalik before he got in here to take out Alexander, and the double suplex is all it took. Look at this. But this now. No, I thought we were gonna go out for one, but TJ Perkins is now in here, and this is what it's all about. The unceremoniously beating. Oh my god, that big boot came out of nowhere and just almost cleanly took the head of TJP off. And now it's Kendrick with Enziguri. I mean, this is hard to watch, really. This is really hard to watch. And once again, they always try to like fight back, but I'm not sure if that is the best part. It just angers them. Second Enziguri in a row now. And once again, a third Enziguri. Like, this is uncomfortable. Thanks for coming, TJP. See ya never. And out he goes. Oh my Jesus! Tozawa flying out there like there's no tomorrow. And joining TJP is his friend Gallagher. He was dumped on the outside earlier, and now they're back here. Oh, I'm thrown straight into the knee of Kendrick. Like, these tag team maneuvers, this tag team, they've been teaming for what? A week? 2? Something like that. And this is already their chemistry. These two could go far if this is how they want to do. The systematic destruction, the planning of Kendrick. This, you know that he is the mastermind behind all of this. Plotting out how to take out the competition. And Tozawa, he's the muscle. He's the muscle! Oh, snap brainbuster. And also he's back landing on this corner of the stairs right there. Disgusting to look at. Absolutely disgusting. And now it's Tozawa with the flapjack. And Gallagher couldn't get his hands up in time, so now his head started bleeding. And now it's Metalik. It's Metalik's going to feel the burn. Like, they are just taking out every competitor. And I like this competition, but at one point they should try and pin one of these, because this is a championship match, all things considered. So that means that at one point they have to turn on one another, lawn darting him into the corner post. And here we see it, Tozawa, miscommunication, and now he's going after Kendrick. No, he's just, I'm sorry, that's what he's saying. Yeah, of course. He's doing everything in his power to take out Metalik. But like I said, this is a championship match. At one point or another, they're gonna have to stop this partnership and try and pin someone, and that's where I think their cracks will show. I think that's where this bond will be broken. But this unprecedented attack, this disgusting display of sportsmanship. Like, look at this, they are just mugging Metalik. This is hard to watch, really. This is hard to watch. And when you keep your eyes on one, the other one just comes in and attack from behind. That's just what they do. And now, adding insult to injury, just sitting on him, making his lower back screech in pain. He can tap all he wants on the outside, but there's only one way to win this, and that is to get that submission on the inside. And now Metalik is disposed of. Now it's only Kendrick and Tozawa left. And now, are we gonna see it? They're gonna have to fight. They're saying, okay, this is for championship goal. We have to. Nothing hard fought feelings about this. And here comes Alexander. Alexander is back in the ring. Cedrick Alexander going on the offense right now. What a maneuver. Those kicks flying out of nowhere, really. Kicking down Kendrick right as they were gonna attack. And oh my god, that was beautiful. That's like a 450-degree spin before he slammed him down with the Falcon Arrow. And a Michinoku driver as well. And now just slaps of super kick. Oh, tried to go for that elbow, but Kendrick manages to get out of there in the nick of time. And now into the lower back. Cedric Alexander is bringing it to these two. He's taking them both out. They're dazed. They're confused. They don't really know what hit him. Except a kick into the lower back. Kendrick is just dazed. He doesn't. He probably thinks he's on Saturn right now. And now Kendrick drop over the top rope. Tozawa into the corner. Gives him more time to attack. Give him some more time. Deliver the neckbreaker. And Tozawa now hit down as well. And both competitors knocked on the floor. No, Tozawa just managed to get hold of that. But Cedrick Alexander now going up to the top rope. This could be dangerous. Try to go knock him down, but he's too close to the apron. Managed to roll out in the nick of time, and now Alexander can go in the offense. No hard feelings fought though. Straight into the knees of Tozawa. I don't think that was the plan, and the kick into Kendrick as well. And now I think the luck of Alexander's run out. Big boot, snap big boot from Kendrick, takes him out, and now here comes Tozawa on the top rope, dropping a knee straight into the guts of Cedrick Alexander, and now the double team can continue, but no, there's still more life. But the number games though, the numbered game. Holy moly, did you see the back of Alexander? It got bent over the back there like it was a shish kebab. What the hell, but the mule kick could be at least some new life. He throws him into the ring. Tozawa got stunned from being run into by Kendrick, and now he gets thrown into the corner. And Kendrick now brought up to his feet, and also he gets thrown into the corner. Both of them now over there, and I think run around and come back there. Splash into the corner. Both men down, and this could be it. Take a look at this one more time. Thrown around and into him he goes. Beautiful double team maneuvers. But after, in that replay, Cedrick tried to pin Tozawa, but Kendrick managed to get there in the nick of time and broke it up. Tozawa's on the outside, feeling hurt. Cedrick got beaten down by Kendrick, and now TJP is also back into the mix, and now Kendrick is going to town, but he gets met with Sons of Flit, drinks him down. This could be it. TJ Perkins is down. 1, 2, and 3. No! Oh, that was so close. And TJP also dropping the DDT. And flying over is Cedrick Alexander. I don't think he got all of it, but he got most of it. And TJ Perkins as well. Flying over. Everyone gets taken out with tope suicidas. Woo! Tope con hilos, whatever you want to call them. That was magnificent. I don't believe it. I honestly can't believe what we just witnessed right there. That was two beautiful Topicon healers to a hurt Kendrick. This is what you do when you make enemies in these types of matches. Forearm, flying forearm takes Kendrick down, and being met with a Michinoku driver on top of Kendrick. Kendrick though, he almost gets fired off from that. He's back on his feet, and these shots from Alexander are hard hitting. They are hard to look at indeed. And now again, inverted Frankenstein and a super kick to the back of the neck. This could be, if you pin him right now, this could be your moment to shine, but he probably knows that he hasn't done enough damage. TJP has had lots of time to rest on the outside right now. He needs to inflict damage and inflict a lot of it in order to win this. And forearm into all the corners. That could be, you know what, that could be it. Thrown into the third one, and another forearm. I mean, 3 out of 4, one more should do it, but Alexander is there, bulldogging him on top of the heel of TJ Perkins. Not only could that concuss Kendrick, but that could also break the heel of TJ Perkins, but I don't think that's the point. And the swinging neckbreaker. Now the action is picking up again. We had this low pace break when there was the double team maneuvers, but now the Cruiserweights back at it again, going the speed that we know they are capable of. And TJ Perkins though miscalculating one of his splash, and that takes out Kendrick. And now Cedrick Alexander brings his eye over to Gran, who's now recovering from the vicious attack from Tozawa and Kendrick. And now, oh no. Oh, don't do this, Cedric. Don't do this. There's no reason at all to take out your frustration on Metalik. He's about to go through the table. Metalik, say goodbye to us. That's good and holy, because you are done for. And that is him. That's him dead. Throw him into the ring and pin him right now because that man is dead. This is awesome chants echoing through the arena, and I could not be more agreeing. But Metalik, how is Metalik still alive? How is Metalik still alive? He just got put through a table and now brought up. Metalik driving, no. Alexander has it covered. Metalik is probably dazed after going through a table. He doesn't know where he's at. But this is, oh my god, the action going through, words are stumbling because the action is high octane, it is high impact, it is money in the bank. This is what we do here in this WWE Universe Mode Season 1, and this is absolutely beautiful. And running Hurricane Rana brings him down, and now Swanton diving senton bomb, really. That wasn't a swanton, it was more a senton. Swanton bomb. That's what we call it, a swanton bomb. And now, oh, what the hell? A standing Spanish fly out of nowhere. What the hell are these cruiserweights doing? What is Metalik doing? How are you able to be that athletically gifted? And what are you doing now? Up on the ropes, and the elbow drop connects into the lower back, almost the glutes of the athletically gifted Cedric Alexander. But I think he may have met his match in Gran. The crowd is on their feet, they're stomping, they're chanting. This ain't the future where we have Corona. Oh no, this is where we see the lumbar check, and Cedric Alexander is about to win 1, 2, and 3. No, Akira Tozawa is back there. He's back there. And forearm Cedric down. I think that was Cedric's one shot. That was his shot to win. But again, Gallagher, no. Oh no. Oh no. What is about to, no, what's going on? No. Don't do this, Gallagher. Don't do this. Oh my god, Topicon Hilo through the second rope. And again, that brings forth the This Is Awesome chance, and I agree wholeheartedly. This, I don't think I've ever seen such a chaotic but yet so good match. And this is only our opening match. Can you imagine? We have about 3 hours of this. And also you can see on the outside now Kendrick is back into the bit, and now the captain's hook. Remember, in the Ultimate match there is no rope breaks. There is no rope breaks in the Ultimate match, and now this could be it. He's so close, and oh, TJ Perkins managed to get her in the nick of time. A moment longer, I don't think Gallagher could have been able to hold on to that captain's hook, but a detonation kick. I did not see the detonation kick, and also the underhand tactics. This is all legal. And now Metalik now back in it to break it up. Whew. That was only a 2 count, and now he has TJ Perkins up. Metalik driver count to a minute, because this is, oh, what the flippity fluke. What? Where did Cedric Alexander come from? He flew out from out of space. I don't know. Throws Metalik out. TJ Perkins still dazed. He's out after that Metalik drive. There's no escaping that. And now lumbar check. And it's all over. There is no disputing this. What the hell was that match? And we now finally found our first Cruiserweight champion, and none other than Cedric Alexander. I can't congratulations to you, my man. After everything we witnessed in our match, for you to prevail, I don't think there is anyone else that can bring order to the Cruiserweight division quite like you. This is going to be incredible going forth. And now it's time to find out if Becky Lynch is going to be the Raw Women's Champion when all this is said and done, or is Little Miss Bliss, the 5 Feet of Fury, going to take the belt off of her. We've seen the story. Becky Lynch have defended it time and time again against the likes of Charlotte, Naomi, Emma, Carmella, you name them, she's beaten them. But it was after one of these open challenges that Little Miss Bliss came in there, attacked her, laying claim to that back, but she didn't want it at Raw. No. She wanted to do it at this prestigious show that is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But will her underhand attack, will the ambushes from behind, attacking after the matches be enough to take Becky down? Or is this Irish lass kicker, the man herself, is she going to do it? Will she be able to retain yet again? Let me tell you, after she won in the early parts of last month, she has impressed me wholeheartedly, being able to defend against everyone and anyone that steps up. And I think that she has the potential to win tonight as well, if she can stay clear of underhanded tactics like this. Bliss she doesn't even let Becky get into the ring before attack. This is pretty much the story of the entire feud. Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, doing everything she can in order to get the upper hand, and it starts again right now, attacking and stomping onto the face of Becky Lynch. And now just showboating, just saying, yeah, look at me, I know exactly what I'm doing. I am going to be your champion, and I'll end this nonsense of defending against everyone. But remember, we are dealing with Becky Lynch, the golden standard of the women's division. And right now, she is putting Alexa Bliss through what it means to be a champion. It means to defend and annihilate every opponent that steps into the ring with her. But I think Alexa Bliss has some other sayings in this. She's not content with just sitting here and letting Becky Lynch do whatever it is she wants. No. She is going to do whatever it is she can to win. And now Becky on the top, but we don't see her do that often, and probably why, because the strength of Alexa Bliss managing to pick Becky Lynch out of midair and powerbomb her down. That's unprecedented. I don't think I've ever seen such a feat of strength from Alexa Bliss before, but I think that's just fired up Becky even more. And now she is going to town, and she's vicious, she's fast-paced, she wants to hurt the arm of Alexa Bliss. She is going to make her tap out to the disarmer, and you know it. But don't forget about these vicious elbows though. These vicious elbows are going to take Alexa Bliss and put her through her paces. And once again, the arm is really the target here. We all know why. The disarm her, the arm breaker that has made so many tap out, so many legends bow down. And I think Alexa Bliss is fast-tracked to meet the same fate. If she can get out of it and start attacking Becky, I don't think she will have what it is to survive. But that beautiful sunset flip powerbomb, I don't think anyone will do it better. But that was a kick out at 0.7. What? Can someone explain to me how Becky manages to kick out of a picture-perfect sunset flip powerbomb? I don't think anyone does it better than Alexa Bliss, and still do it at 0.7. That is absolutely what the hell. And now flings the boot down. Alexa Bliss is in trouble. For every time she has tried to mount an offense at Becky, she has been met with the power, the strength, and now again to the arm. Oh, bends the arm behind, and the elbow probably going down into the concrete floor. There's just a thin padding there. There's nothing to hide the danger of the floor right there. And now I think we're going to see Bexploder, the Bexploder suplex, and this could be very much be it pretty damn soon in this space. The referee though at a count of 7, remember champions discretion, whatever it's called, advantage, champion's advantage. Title can only change hands by pinfall or submission in the ring. There's no count out, there's no disqualification victories that will lend you the championship belt. She tried to get her up for the disarmer. Oh my, oh, that beautiful dropkick though. She was standing still in the air for like a second, and then a picture perfect right underneath the jaw, and she is now in danger zone for the Twisted Bliss. No, too little damage has been done though, and now it's Becky Lynch's time to catch Alexa Bliss out of thin air, holds her there tight, and then drops her back straight into the floor she goes. And now she can just go at it, go to town, and make Alexa Bliss suffer deep arm drag. Everything she does is attacked in on the arm. So I'm not sure why this is. Probably to just catch her breath a little bit. Catch her breath. But catching your breath will also make Alexa Bliss able to have time to think, to counter, to figure out what she's gonna do and how she will manage to survive the onslaught that has been Becky Lynch's drive in this match. But this could be it. She has brought her down, and right now, Twisted Bliss, but oh, the knees are up, the knees are up, the knees are up. That could have been it. That could have been it. But the knees were up, and now Becky Lynch has the opportunity to go to town, drops that one leg drop, and we've seen this before. She's gonna do it again, almost decapitating Alexa Bliss with those. And now just stomps on her. I don't think Alexa Bliss expected Becky to be this calculated, or this could have been a part of her problem. Trying to go for that vicious DDT that we know him put away so many, but Becky Lynch fires out with a forearm instead. I mean, this could be Alexa's plan. Have Becky give her all her best shot to Alexa. Alexa find ways to kick out, weakening the morale of Becky Lynch, and that's how she wins, because that's really how Becky Lynch, I think, have won all these matches, with her heart, with her guts, with her determination. And this is leading into it. Alexa just kicked out of one after a Bexploder. She's not nearly done. And I think that's having an effect on Becky right now. I think this is taken away from the action, from her opportunity, and this could be it. Rolls her up out of nowhere. 2. Oh, only 2. That could have been it. This is what I'm talking about. Alexa Bliss, she's smart. She has a game plan, and I think this is her game plan. Taking every shot, and then, just kicking out, finding the opportunity to hit that one big maneuver or roll her up out of surprise and get that victory when she doesn't expect it. And now she's attacking the bee's knees of Becky Lynch. And Alexa Bliss now, she's starting to mount some off, and she's trying to get back into this. She knows exactly what she has to do. But Becky again getting the upper hand, single leg kick into the face. Now she's just looking at Alexa. She's just looking. She's saying, alright, playtime's over. 3rd time's the charm. Bexploder. And now I'm not playing around. I'm gonna make you tap out right now. And Alexa Bliss is in danger. Here it is. Disarm her. And this is hard to watch. The arm has been under so much pressure this entire night. And now Alexa Bliss can either tap or snap. There is no middle ground here. It's tap or snap time, and I think it's about time to tap. And yeah, Alexa Bliss has to tap out. No question there. She tried to do everything in her power. Tried the backhand, early attack before the match could even start. But in the end, this is our champion. This is still, when the night ends, our Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, once again. And of course, the next pay-per-view that she will be a part of is the SummerSlam pay-per-view. And later on tonight, we will find the #1 contender for that belt when Naomi and Charlotte Flair do battle in a last woman standings match. But that is later on. For right now, Becky Lynch can celebrate still the Raw Women's Champion. Alright, but the show must go on. After these two incredible matches to open up the Money Back evening, we have so much left to go. And of course, this is the name of the pay-per-view. It's the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and that's why we gotta have some Money in the Bank ladder matches. And now it's time for the SmackDown Live's ladder match to find out who will be Mr. Money in the Bank. Of course, we still don't have a WWE champion yet. That's gonna be crowned later on this evening, but we will find out who will be eligible to cash in whenever, wherever they want. Hey, what if I know they could cash in during that match, before the match, and become WWE champion, become the inaugural WWE champion. I mean, Sami Zayne, he went out of that tournament pretty early on after a loss to Apollo Crews. He could bounce back and become the first ever champion right now. Of course, Zayne defeated Sheamus and Aiden English to get this opportunity to be in this match, and he would like nothing more than to become the briefcase holder. Of course, he's gonna have some tight competition to be able to get those, because they're standing in front of him. It's that beef of a man, the monster among men, Braun Strowman. He went pretty deep into the tournament, of course losing to Bray Wyatt in the quarterfinals of the WWE Championship tournament. But teaming with Shinsuke Nakamura, he defeated Apollo Crews and John Cena to move over to the Money in the Bank ladder match, and he's out there for blood.
I can see any one of these six winning this match. Yeah, you start to feel like there's nothing Braun Strowman can't do. Well, there's one thing we know for a fact Braun Strowman can't do, and that is be stopped. The monster among men is unbelievable.
But the field in this match, it's varied, and it contains this man, Mr. Daniel Bryan himself, the leader of the S Movement, a man that we thought we would never see wrestle again, miraculously coming back, beating every injury he has ever had, and he's now in better shape than he has been in, I would say, his entire career. And he wants to get back up to the top. In previous seasons, he has been on top of this mountain. He has held championship gold before, but can he do it again? A surefire way to get there is to climb the ladder and pick up that briefcase. It would be sensational to see him in there. Of course, he had an unfortunate early exit from the WWE Championship tournament when he succumbed to Bray Wyatt. And Bryan, he didn't have a super easy way into this match either. No, he had to win a fatal four-way rather, between himself, Kane, Eric Rowan, and Mustafa Ali. That's some big dudes, and he manages to overcome them and get in this, and I think that's gonna give him somewhat of an edge. And speaking of big man, it is, you can read his t-shirt, he has vowed that if he wins this match, every day from here on out will be Rusev Day. He has talked to the government in Bulgaria. If he wins here, they will make this day a national holiday. But can he live up to those promises? this last week on SmackDown, he succumbed the loss to Braun Strowman, which is in this match as well. And you gotta wonder if that puts some edge on his shoulders. That he now feels like he has something to prove, and people that have something to prove is usually more prone to make errors, to fail to capitalize on certain aspects of the match, and that could cost him. But also, man that has something to prove are more dangerous in my opinion, because they will stop at nothing. They will attack relentlessly to get what they want. And people also will attack relentlessly, as we saw this last SmackDown when he attacked Shinsuke Nakamura with a chair. It's the king of the Cruiserweight, Neville himself, the bastard of the Cruiserweight division, is here, and he's here to take names. He would like nothing more than to shut every hater, every doubter, every one of them up, and prove that he belongs on the top by grabbing that briefcase and becoming the first ever SmackDown Mr. Money in the Bank. But that's just the hopes and aspiration of that man. But this man to the ring right now, and now he has something he would like to say to the face of Neville. Of course, it was an 8-man tag team match on the last SmackDown before this pay-per-view, where Neville got frustrated, wasn't able to put Shinsuke Nakamura away, so he went down, grabbed the chair, and went swinging to take him out and down. But that was then, and this is now. And I think there is a knee with Neville's name written on it about to hit his face, because the charismatic king of strong style is entering the ring. The king of the Cruiserweights, king of strong style. SmackDown is just the royalty brand. We're about to find out who will grab this briefcase. And every competitor is now in the ring, and here we go. Neville immediately tries to go after Braun Strowman, but I think you gotta do a lot more to get him down. But then one clothesline later, and Braun Strowman is already down and out into the corner. But just give it a stick. Oh my god! Rusev brings in a ladder and inadvertently make Neville pay even more. And there we go. Shinsuke Nakamura already going after him. The drop kick, shotgun drop kick from Braun Strowman. This is high action as well. We saw with the multi-man match with the Cruiserweights that these men, when driven, will go full speed ahead. They will stop at nothing to get what they want. And now there's two big, beefy men going at each other, trying to go at one another. But Rusev, though, puts his field's eyes over to Shinsuke Nakamura instead of Braun Strowman. Not sure how smart that is, but he's trying to go for the kick. And inside the ring now, everything is reeling. Shinsuke Nakamura is getting put into the corner post, knocked down. Neville and Sami Zayne goes at it. And now Daniel Bryan tries to chip away at the big monster. Of course, veteran is Daniel Bryan, so he knows the ins and outs. He's been in these situations before, and being tossed. Didn't get all of it, but he got most of the ladder straight into the back, and I feel, Neville's definitely going to feel that as the match progresses further on. But he set up a ladder, and Shinsuke Nakamura, the opportunistic king of strong style, could be reeling, getting down the briefcase. Has some trouble getting a hold of it, though. Doesn't seem like he couldn't do anything, and now Rusev and Braun Strowman able with ease push the ladder down. And now Sami Zayn trying to get a hold of Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura's just hanging there. He ain't going anywhere, but Neville now with the powerbomb on top of the ladder. All I can say is ow. That looked like It hurt. A truck down and a running knee. Running knee connects to Sami Zayn. Of course, there's no pinfalls in this match. That's not how you get the briefcase. Dodges that big forearm from Braun Strowman. Not loopy from it, but the second one. There we go. And on the other side now you can see Nakamura and Neville. They went at it. Finally they got their hands on one another again. Their hate for one another has just been boiling over massively these last couple of weeks. And of course, it all stems back from Nakamura being the one to eliminate Neville from the WWE Championship tournament in the first round matchup. But that they can't focus on that too much, because then these other four men will take those two apart. Because the field is big. SmackDown, the land of opportunity where everyone has a fighting chance. Everyone is hungry, everyone is driven, everyone wants to get to the top. And these men, they were lucky enough to get that chance. Every single one of these men were in the WWE Championship tournament. Not to say that that they did get any other advantages. No. Most of them won their qualifying matches to get back into a championship hunting position. I mean, like the likes of Eric Rowan and Mustafa Ali, Aiden English. All these men were also trying to get that. As you can see here from the beginning of the match now, just planted straight atop the ladder. That was hard to watch in the early part of this brutal matchup so far. We knew this would get physical, and now Rusev trying his luck. It's gonna be a little bit harder pushing this ladder down, but the man, the myth, the legend, the monster among men, Braun Strowman. It's gonna he has the muscle to. I think he could tip the ladder if every single one of these competitors was standing on top of it. As you saw, Nakamura driven Neville down onto the apron, hardest part of the ring, you know, and a back elbow as well. And now Daniel Bryan is on the top rope. He wants Rusev to get back on his feet with the dropkick from Sami Zayn, and the dropkick from Daniel Bryan gets swatted away from Rusev. The bodies are flying at the moment. There is no stopping it now. Sami Zayn, he's alone in the ring. He's alone in the ring. He can do it right here, right now. But Braun Strowman now climbing the ladder. He's the big man. He's gonna have some time getting up the ladder. That's the one flaw I think in this, that Braun Strowman is gonna take a long time. But now Nakamura is trying to push the ladder down. Not sure that's gonna help, but with the help of Rusev, it shall be done. And now Rusev power bombs the big man. Being able to put him down, that's a feat of its own. Now Neville once again has a chair. Everything is legal in these matches. There is no counter, no disqualifications, no nothing, no submissions, no pinfall. Only way to win the match is to climb up, retrieve the briefcase, and become Mr. Money in the Bank. And again, second time Daniel Bryan tries to go for the shotgun rope. Second time he crashes and burns. And with the knowledge of all the injuries he's had throughout the ages, I'm not sure that's what he wants. To put his body at this kind of risk, unnecessary. He's just gonna swat him down. And now this chair, Nakamura trying to repay the favor on Neville, but Neville got out of the way though. Daniel Bryan's gonna take care of him. And now being brought in, being brought down. Nakamura though elects to drop the chair. Braun Strowman is chilling in the corner. And now once again into the corner. Now Daniel Bryan goes amok on Sami Zayn. All these punches just grinding his knuckles into the bony head of Sami Zayn. They managed to get out of it though with a nice arm drag into the backbreaker, and with all the damage the back of Daniel Bryan has gotten during this matchup, I would say that going after the back, that's a prime target. That's what you want to go after. I mean, his back is already weakened, and now he gives the chair to Daniel Bryan. Not sure this was his intent, but now Daniel Bryan takes the ladder, places it in the corner, and now Sami Zayn is in deep trouble once again. Everyone else is knocked loopy on the outside. If Daniel Bryan could just manage to damage Sami Zayn enough, it could be enough. Took too long. And now being dropped over there and stomped straight into corner as well. And Sami Zayn will pleasurably utilize the ring to his advantage, bring the knee into the face of Daniel Bryan. Now Daniel Bryan set it up, but he's probably regretting that decision more and more now. Sami Zayn, he's ready to strike, he comes running, drop kick. Daniel Bryan gets out of the way though. Took too long, showboat too much, and a veteran, a legend like Daniel Bryan, he will make you pay, and he will make you pay with a German suplex like that. Down, Sami Zayn go. Of course, no pinfall like I said earlier, but every maneuver you get, it hurts you. And now Daniel Bryan, he has malicious thoughts in mind as he places Sami Zayn there, but Sami Zayn again gets out of, slams his head into the ladder, and remember every concussion that Daniel Bryan's had. And now just back again, slam into the ladder, and basement dropkick into the head as well. And like I said, this is an evenly contested matchup right now between these two. Every other one is on the outside, being knocked silly as I said. But Daniel Bryan finds himself on the outside. I'm not sure this is where you want to be, because Sami Zayn, he can fly through the ring, and the DDT on top of the ladder. On top of the ladder, the tornado DDT through. Like I said, you don't want to be outside, because Sami Zayn can hit you from wherever and whenever from the ring. And of course, it doesn't help that the ladder is placed there to take all the damage. And like we heard so many times throughout this show, the crowd on their feet, stamping, shouting, this is awesome, and I can agree with this. Daniel Bryan, he is hurt, and he is hurt bad. Sami Zayn thought he had an opportunity with Daniel Bryan, back in again, slams him down. How he is still standing, I do not know, but the roundhouse kick will bring him down. Like Daniel Bryan got this huge kick of adrenaline, and now he has climbed back up to the ladder. He went down, went to the other side, and now, yeah, he finds himself in the lines then, as both Rusev and Braun Strowman is here to kick his ass. And now these two men went to war against one another this last SmackDown live episode, and now they will go to war again. Braun Strowman got the better of Rusev then, but can he bounce back? Can he do anything? He brings him up. Oh, luckily he slams him forward. If he had slammed him backwards there, he would have landed straight on top of the ladder. And now Daniel Bryan, there you can't say anything against his art. The kicks into the midsection brings him down, the forearm as well. And now it's Daniel Bryan and Rusev. What will they do? Daniel Bryan though comes running, flying over the top rope, but Braun Strowman was too close to the ring, so he didn't get all of it. Just whiffed him with his arm. But it was enough to not damage Daniel Bryan too much, and he just shrugs off the forearm. The clothesline rather, but the forearm to the back. That will be enough. And now these two men is gonna destroy Daniel Bryan. Thanks for coming, Daniel Bryan. But yeah, I think you can see yourself out right now. And the running power slam. Good night indeed. And now Rusev, what does he have in plan? He drops a big elbow into the back of Daniel Bryan. Thanks for coming, and a clubbing blow as well. The back of Daniel Bryan must be in shatter, in pieces. And now they're gonna double team him. Woo! Now that was some left hooks if I've ever seen one. And again, they're just dissecting this man. Come on, just throw him out. He can't do anything. He's dead. Daniel Bryan is dead. You're killing this dude. You're beating a dead horse at this moment.
There he goes.
Daniel Bryan, he's a limpless corpse, as you can see on the outside right now.
He might have it.
And now they can turn their attention to one another. Don't turn your back for too long. But oh, Rusev trying to get back up, and back up he getting. but I'm not sure if this is what he wanted, because Braun Strowman, he just places him back down once again, and now he wants Rusev to get back up. He delivered a running power slam to Daniel Bryan, and now I think he wants to do the same to Rusev at the roundhouse kick. The massive tree trunk legs of Rusev being able to go all the way over and around, hitting Braun Strowman. But you should turn around because Neville is in there. Turns him around, and a big Frankensteiner. Beautiful, and a standing corkscrew as well. More of a Phoenix Splash actually, but you know. And now the high flyer. The high flyer is back onto the top rope. Turns around, inverted 450 splash. And this should be enough to throw him out now. Get a ladder and climb up. Everyone else is out of commission, and the inverted Frankensteiner as well knocks him silly. But Rusev though manages to shrug it all off, and now he's back in the driver's seat of this confrontation, dropping a boot on top of the head of Neville. Deep arm drag though. You wouldn't know it, but looking at Neville, he knows he has gains. He has muscles that he was able to toss Rusev a short distance. Rusev is about 130 kilos. You know, that's no easy task to just throw around like that. And now he's back on the outside. He saw where the ladder went after the last confrontation, and now he has a hold of it, and he wants to go to town. Oh, but he's not done. He is not done at all. As you can see here, more ladders are placed, and now Shinsuke Nakamura though. Nakamura is back into the ring. I'm not sure if Neville knows now. He turned around, and now these two men who hate each other with all their guts, they are finally going at it. Everyone else is gone, and they can now once again heat up their rivalry, begin where they started. Yes, that makes sense. Don't question it. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Shinsuke Nakamura ended up onto the ladder. Neville, think about this. This man probably has shit. Don't do this! Don't what? No! No, come on. The inverted 450 degrees splashing through Shinsuke Nakamura, and they both dead. And now Sami Zayn, the forever opportunistic man, he's in the ring, he's all alone, and now it's up to him to be able to win this. He's all alone, climbed the ladder, and this championship opportunity, a guaranteed one at that, whenever, wherever, is yours. All you have to do is reach, and you have it. But oh, look who's back. Daniel Bryan is back, and he is going full steam ahead up, and now shots into the kidney of that man, and Rusev as well. Is back here. They're not messing around. They're all here. Rusev, he just looks up at Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan going into war against one another, and he had to step over the corpse of everyone, and oh no, oh no, oh no, they're dead. They're all dead. I can't believe it. They're all actually dead. Daniel Bryan superplexing Sami Zayn on top of a ladder that Rusev brought in, and he landed. I think he got the worst of it. And now Braun Strowman is back as well. They're all here, and they're all just ready to kill one another. That's what the WWE Championship means. We don't even have our first ever champion, but this is already one of the most prestigious belts that we have here. And these men killing one another for your pleasure, for your viewing, for the opportunity to go up and grab that briefcase. That speaks volumes of what this championship means to everyone involved. And Rusev now, he has a ladder, and he's going to town on both Braun Strowman and Daniel Bryan. How Daniel Bryan is standing, I do not know. Sami Zayn, he's on the outside. He doesn't know where he's at. He is silly as all hell. And now Bryan, though, he goes up to the top. I'm not sure if this is where he wants to be. Dropping elbows on top of Braun Strowman. Could very well be what he had in plan. But going to the second rope now. This is not sure. Rusev, though, brings up the ladder and he swats him down. I mean, what were Bryan thinking? I do not know. Oh, the sound of that was horrifying. And now Rusev can climb up. Sami Zayn. How is Sami Zayn standing? How is it they're still alive in Sami Zayn? And he's trying to push the ladder. Oh, he's got some movement. He sees that it's futile. There's no reason to do that. He won't be able to do it. So yeah, probably some hits into the gluteus maximus is probably the best idea. And now Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn, though, together they will easily do that. And oh no! I am at a loss for words, but look at Rusev, though. He managed to roll out and he takes the ladder with him. But that spear from Daniel Bryan, he spears Rusev hanging from the top of the briefcase. If you want me to explain what the hell is going on in this match at this point in time, who has the upper hand, who is the most likely to win this match, I'm not sure if I can tell you. But I can sure as hell tell you, it's none of the men lying on the outside because they're all dead. They have been murdered, killed, dissected, massacred, brought to life, and then repeated that like 2 times. But now, Bryan, running knee connects to Sami Zayn. He has him dead to rights. Grab yourself a ladder, climb to the top, and this one is all over. But instead, he elects to go for the table. Not sure if this is what he wanted. Here, again, take a look at this. How either one of these two are still standing after that, I do not know at all. He got himself a ladder, and again, Sami Zayn returns the favor. Suplexing him on top of the ladder. This match, these competitors, SmackDown is the place to be to see the action like this. And now Rusev just set him up and the haluva kick by Bryan. Game, set, match. If this was any other match, you would be knocked silly. Well, to be fair, if this was any normal match, all of this man would have been dead long time ago. Neville and Shinsuke Nakamura are still dying from putting themselves through that ladder on the outside. It could be broken bones. It could have been fractured ornaments. I do not know. All I know is Rusev just got knocked silly from Braun Strowman, and now I think Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn is trying to do the sensible thing and double teaming together. They lift him up with the 2 into the backbreaker. That brings Braun Strowman down, and now Daniel Bryan has the opportunity of a lifetime. If he can put away Sami Zayn, this has been a match in this in this matchup. Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan has been at each other throats this entire matchup, but again the arm drag flings him down, and once again a roundhouse kick, this time to the lower side of Sami Zayn instead of the head. Still knocks him down though. And now Bryan, he has everyone down. If he can just go up there and get that briefcase, he will win this match. He has some problem getting the hinges off, but I think he has like one fragment open. But Sami Zayn though, he manages to get back up, and he's gonna make Daniel Bryan pay, throws him off, and oh no. What has Sami Zayn got in mind? No, Daniel Bryan rolls out. He rolls out. There is no way. And then being hit with STO as well. There is no way. Inverted super kick. Rusev, he's just killing everyone. He don't give 2 shits about you and your family. He's gonna go and he's gonna get that briefcase. That's what he wants. But running into the monster among man, that's sure as hell gonna put a damper towards that. Left hand though into the face of Braun Strowman. what does Rusev have in mind? Sami Zayn, he doesn't know where it's at. Daniel Bryan, he doesn't know where it's at. Braun Strowman, he's about to be sent into the next galaxy. Rusev is the only one still standing. Where Neville and Nakamura are scattered off to, I do not know. They're probably being attended to by the nurses, the medical personnel that we have around this ring after their horrifying move through that ring. And now, oh no, don't do this, don't! Spear through the barricade. Braun Strowman is actually dead. And now Sami Zayn on the top rope, crossbody onto Rusev. And now everyone is down. And here comes Daniel Bryan. What does he got in mind? Dropping the elbow onto Braun Strowman. And again, we're down to 3. We're down to Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, and now Rusev is stirring once again. Can he get to his feet? After all this, Daniel Bryan knocks Sami Zayn down. He's out of the equation. And now Rusev slams Daniel Bryan down. And he sees Braun Strowman living. Braun Strowman still trying to get to his feet. Still, after all this, he still has some fuel left in his tank. And now he just looks Daniel Bryan straight into the face before kicking it clean off. And then shotgun drop kicks him as well. Braun Strowman, he's out of commission. Sami Zayn, he's out of commission. Daniel Bryan, he's out of commission. Neville and Shinsuke Nakamura is nowhere to be found. I've never seen a better opportunity than right now. Can he do it? It's there. Rusev has done it. Rusev is SmackDown's Mr. Money in the Bank. Just take a look at some of this action. The power bomb onto the ladder. This tornado DDT. This match was everything. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it chaotic. You can call it a spot fest. But this match told a story. It had stories. It had Sami Zayn. It had Daniel Bryan. It had Rusev. It had Braun Strowman. It had Neville. It had Shinsuke Nakamura. What more can you want? But in the end, this is where it ends. With Rusev hoisting the briefcase. And now he's eligible to fight for the WWE Championship wherever and whenever he wants. And speaking of championship opportunities, we are now going to kick it over to the last woman standing match between Charlotte Flair and Naomi. This entire thing started at the second week or something of this Universe Mode, the early goings of this season of Universe Mode, where Charlotte Flair didn't have a match. She wasn't able to go into the 6-pack challenge to become the inaugural women's champion, because so many talented women here at the Raw roster, at the WWE roster, that they had the lottery. Charlotte Flair did not draw a number that got her into the match. Naomi did though, and she took out Naomi before the match could even start. Naomi and Charlotte fought over that spot, mind you. Naomi won that match, but still Charlotte took out Naomi before the bell could ring, and that set up this entire feud where they were at each other's throat, attacked each other. They both got a championship opportunity at the last pay-per-view, where Becky Lynch still were victorious at the Backlash pay-per-view, but now they have a proper one-on-one match, and there can only be one victor here. Who will win this last women's stand match? Who will go on to face Becky Lynch at SummerSlam? That, ladies and gentlemen, that is what we are about to find out tonight. As you can see, Charlotte rocking that golden attire. She knows she is the golden girl. And of course, Naomi feeling the glow as ever. And she is ready to attack, to maim, to do everything in her power to be able to stand, to be able to say that she is the last woman standing.
Never shies away from competition, always seizing the opportunity to get better. That's what feeling the glow is all about.
And here we go. We just saw Becky Lynch pretty dominantly defeat Alexa Bliss, but this is a grudge match. This is what 2 months have all been leading up to. These two women at each other's throat, literally chopping pretty high chops almost into the throat area, and all to find out who is the better woman out of these two, and of course also who will go into SummerSlam, into one of the most high profile matches of their life, when they will face Becky Lynch for that championship. There will be no multi-man matches, there will be no underhanded tactics. Everything is legal in matches like this. The only way to win this is to make sure your opponent cannot answer the count of 10. And Naomi already feeling the glow, feeling kind of confident. She knows she has beaten Charlotte before. She knows she can do it again. She cost her the match when she took her spot in the Battle Royal. She made sure that Charlotte did not win the Fatal 4-Way at Backlash, and now she will do everything in her power to make sure that Charlotte will not be able to fight for that Women's Championship. Already spilling to the outside, Charlotte on the top floor. Oh, that was scary close to missing, but in the nick of time, she wrapped her legs around the head of Naomi and delivered that Hurricane Rana. And now into the steel steps we go. It was this last Raw before this pay-per-view that, of course, the tag team between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair that took on Naomi and Becky Lynch. That match ended in a disqualification when Naomi and Charlotte started brawling on the outside, spilling into the audience, and Alexa Bliss attacking Becky Lynch with a steel chair. Already you can see the referee starting the count once the opponent is down on the ground. Still, I think we have plenty of mile left to go here. This will not be a blink and you miss it matchup. This will be a brawl. This will be a disgusting, violent act, and you can just see that Hurricane Rana, Frankenstein, or whatever you want to call it, on top of the steel stairs. And already we are going into the Bulldog on the edge of the stairs. Ooh, these women are not messing around. If you thought that the women division here were gonna be non-existent, that there was no reason for these to fight, these women are out here to prove you otherwise. They were gonna prove that they are going to deliver, and they're going to deliver hard each and every single time they get into this ring, and especially when there's so much heat between them, as there is right now between these two. Charlotte though brings Naomi back up to the floor, hits her with a forearm, and again getting her into that GTR, the reverse GTR I would say. And now Charlotte Flair standing on top rope. She knows Naomi will get up, and she is now in position to strike with that forearms axe handle, but Naomi gets out of the way and now delivers these patent high velocity kicks straight into the midsection of Charlotte. There is no stopping them when they get going. And now Naomi brings Charlotte into the corner. What does she have in mind? We probably will never find out, because Charlotte gets out in the nick of time. Now the question here is, a count of 10 that's a really long time. What you have to do to make sure your opponent stay down for so long? I mean, a pinfall takes 3 seconds, and you're gonna get a pinfall by any big moves. But I think that in order to be able to make your opponent stay down for 10 seconds as a whole, a eternity as he goes in there with a stun of Naomi. I feel like we're gonna see something crazy. I feel like we're gonna see something we probably would not expect. And, or you know, just at killing one another with weapons, that should probably do it. Break the leg, break the back, break everything with a steel chair, and you're gonna make sure your opponent can't get up. You can't get up if you can't stand, right? And now also throwing insult to the injury by throwing this chair on top of the face of Charlotte. But still not enough. Not sure if that was calculated though, but the forearm connects, but Naomi flies on top of the steel chair that she placed down there. Not sure what the referee is doing at it. Looked like he had a run on the outsides and the swinging neck breaker. Oh, right on top of the steel stairs as well. These stairs have seen a lot of action this early on in the match. They have played a vital part so far, and I think that's only going to continue going forward. And now trying to lift Charlotte up. Charlotte though blocks it, and now it's her time lifting her up with a beautiful suplex. That beautiful block. Now thrown in, and oh no, we already seen this a couple of times. We already seen this today. We do not want to see this again. We don't need anyone else to kill themselves by being thrown through the table. But Naomi gets out in the nick of time, and Charlotte Flair now crash and burn through the table on top of the stairs there. The commentary chairs. Referee at a count of 5, 6. This could be over right here and now. But at a count of 7, Charlotte though, she begins to stir and gets up and gets mapped by a Meteora by Naomi. That's all that needs to happen, you know. And now once again, high flying pattern kick, roundhouse, down Charlotte goes. Naomi looked like she has had a counter for everything that Charlotte has tried and mount. Like in the beginning was quite back and forth, but right now Naomi has the driver's seat, I say, as a big back suplex. Connects, exploder suplex, and another one, and again on top of the stairs. These stairs, man, they should get a pay raise after this match. They are being used way too much. And now just dropping forearms into the face of Naomi. As you can see, the crowd on their feet. They are loving this match. They are ready. And they are probably more excited now more than ever, because this is once again spilling out into the area of the audience. The crowd is on their feet because they're moving. We saw this the last Raw. They were here, and you know all the dangerous weapons that can be found here are going to be put into use. And of course, as this is the last woman standing match, if you are unable to stand out here in the audience, in the crowd, this match will be over. You can lose here. As you can see, the referee started the count. But Charlotte though, she wants Naomi to get back up because she knows that she can deliver a huge spear. And that could be it. That could be it. Referee starting the count already at a count of 3. Charlotte spared her. I'm not sure if she caught the steel not stairs, but the chair behind her or not. But if she did, this could be big trouble. Count of 7, 3 more to go. But Naomi manages to get back up, and now again, oh no, electrical chair drop. Again, there is no hardcore padding here like in the ringside area. This is pure concrete these ladies are throwing themselves onto. Pure concrete German suplex, or was it German straight jacket suplex? Straight through a table. And Charlotte ain't done there. She's gonna do it again. This time in an electrical chair drop. But she misses the table. She misses the table by a fraction, and I think that could that could save the match for Naomi. She already got put through one table.
Both of these superstars looking a little worse.
And at a count of 5,
And the beat goes on.
she manages to get back up. So close, yet so far. And now the patented Flair chops are echoing through the arena. And how Naomi is now being able to manage to get back into this match is beyond me. As the scissor DDT brings Charlotte down now, and that is head first into concrete. Head first, I tell you. And it's unbelievable what these women have put themselves through at this point in the match. And it's all for a shot at a championship goal. This is what the championship means for everyone here. And at the count of 9, people, Charlotte managed to get back up. Look at this vicious. That is full force of the body. That's just not a normal DDT. She uses the leg, and being as athletic as she is, she could just use her entire momentum. That is rotation force to the maximum, bringing Charlotte down there. And at the count of 9, she manages to get back up. And once again, I think these ladies are about to move. Naomi wants to bring this back towards the ring. I mean, probably wise. I mean, they used every weapon at their disposal over there. I'm not sure there was much left there for them to use. But as you can see, the crowd more excited now than ever. And now Charlotte, she's still able to mount some offense. Still able to mount some offense. And now, can she get back into the driver's seat? She got knocked a bit loopy after that DDT, but now she's back on her feet and she is ready to take name and kick ass. And I think, well, at least she's kicking head right now, and that's the head of Naomi. And once again, the referee begins the count of 3. Count of 5, and that is where Naomi gets up and gets met with a big boot. And Charlotte, probably knowing that that will not be enough to bring her down, but you know what is the evolution line that brings Flair to this selection, the natural selection, of course, bringing the Flair blood to the top of the wrestling mountain where they belong. And of course, there's only one move to call that, and that is the natural selection. At the count of 6, will natural selection be the one to send Charlotte Flair to SummerSlam? Count of 9, and Naomi though gets back up at the count of 9, and these chops. Now I think Charlotte is seeing red after that. That was her best shot, and Naomi managed to get back up. And now I think that's just angered Charlotte Flair. I think from all intents and purposes, I think Naomi should have stayed down, because right now her career could be in danger. But sweeping the legs like she did there, well, I mean, that's one way to make sure that, you know, everything stays according to the plan. And now he has Naomi up and brings her down, jawbreaker style. And again brings her back up. Now she's just throwing out maneuvers. I'm not sure. She's not really targeting anything right now. She's just anger. It's just pure anger. Angry with Naomi. Angry with everything that she has done. And now Naomi though manages to counter because of Charlotte Flair's mishaps. Because she's now hellbent on destroying Naomi. She's more error prone, and I think that is going to prove to be her downfall right now. And as she goes up top, split-legged moonsault, picture perfect and done to perfection, the only way Naomi can. And as you saw that, she still has the speed of a cheetah. Cheetah? Yeah, that's how you say it. Really quick. That's what we're getting at there. At a count of 6, and Naomi, She probably thinks that Charlotte won't be able to get back up after that. But at the count of 9, she does get up, and Naomi now, she has prepared yet another set of tables on the outside. And I think she's about to be put through it. Charlotte Flair is about to be put through her second table of the evening, and that's gotta be it. That's just how you end up losing this match, being put through 2 announced tables. But before that, Naomi's gonna make sure that Charlotte is weakened, so she does some attack. She flung her over the top rope and back into the ring, hits her with some forearms, but now it's time to be sent into the barricade. I'm not sure if Charlotte managed to counter that. Ooh, that was a wicked kick right underneath the jaw. That kick could have knocked her out. But still not enough. As you just look at the ringside area. Look at the carnage that these 2 women have left in their wake. And now the table is back in its place. Spinning heel kick and straight then into that, and now yet another one of this DDTs. The rotation force on that. Got a 9 count last time, but this time she won't even hesitate. She brings her back up. The Charlotte though managed to get out of there into a new neck breaker, and it's just a matter of time before this table will come into play. But Naomi is sensing that it was a bit unwise to pick her up after that. Charlotte though managed to roll out. As you can see there, her legs weakened. She tried to stand up, but she just collapsed. That is the exhaustion kicking in. That is when you're this deep into a match and you try to stand. Well, it's gonna bring troubles. And now the patented Flair strut, just mocking Naomi, saying, "Oh, do you think you have a chance? I am Charlotte Flair, goddammit! I will beat you. You are nothing. You are beneath me," and is going to prove that right now. Naomi, I think if she had let Charlotte Flair stay on the ground after that DDT, corkscrew DDT, that would have been enough. That would have been enough to get the victory. We saw the 9 count last time, but here you see, earlier on the match, this is what pretty much started the downfall for Charlotte Flair and began the rise of Naomi. That miscalculation, that moonsault through that announce table, and the rear view. Here I look away for like 1 split second. The rear view connects, and now this is gotta be enough. Count of 4. The rear view, a devastating maneuver, and now Naomi, she's feeling the glow. She's partying with the crowd already. At a count of 8, you can celebrate because you're going to SummerSlam. Oh, and again, she kicks out, stands, so call it what you want. At 9, we were so close to sending Naomi to SummerSlam, but now they're just staring holes through each other. They have given their best shot at one another, and now Charlotte, she says, "I am flipping ready to go." Naomi saying, "Oh, you're ready? Now I'm ready." And here we go. The brawl is back on once again. Big kick, miscalculated, being kicked in as well, and now there's so much shit on the ground there that standing gonna prove difficult. Charlotte flings her around into the forearm, and now Naomi manages to struggle off. This has become ugly in more ways than one. And now, oh no. And now, this could be it. Charlotte tried this earlier. Naomi set up the new table, and I think the curve, and she does from the furthest away, ring post and through Naomi, and through the ring, the distance, the height, the velocity, the angle, everything from that. That's the most perfect moonsault I think I've ever seen. And it just put Naomi to sleep. Charlotte contemplating if she was going to use the stairs to make sure Naomi stayed down. But I think she knows what we knows. The count of 7. Naomi is lifeless. She hasn't moved an inch. Count of 9. Stand up now or forever hold your silence as Charlotte Flair is going to SummerSlam. What a match. I can't believe what we just witnessed. That match, the carnage, the ring is a mess, and all credits to Naomi and Charlotte. They put on a clinic that I think we will have to wait long to see again. Holy shit, what a match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship.
Thank you. And even after that hellacious last woman standing match, the show must go on. And we are back to the ominous lights. We are back to the Universal Championship matchup. And this is a match that has been plagued by bitterness, by jealousy, by mind games gone too far. And it all started at Backlash. After Cesaro and Finn Balor both won their respective number 1 contenders matches, they were faced one-on-one, where Cesaro picked up the victory. But oh my god, look at him. He is not playing anymore. The Demon King is here. Now this is an abomination that belongs down in hell, and probably he should stay there after the actions that he took at Backlash. Because after Cesaro won that matchup, 2 hooded figures attacked him, and soon we realized that Finn Balor was the one leading them when he came back and hit him with a coup de grace before the 2 masked men then could continue their attack. It was then revealed that those 2 masked men was none other than Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, 2 of the hottest free agents I think WWE has ever picked up. They are former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, members of the Bullet Club over there. Well, now they are here, ready to tear this entire industry, this entire business down, if they are given the chance. And with the leader back to being Finn Balor, I can't see nothing but them running roughshod over this entire, not just Raw, but this entire company. I think SmackDown's in trouble, I think NXT's in trouble, 205 Live, all these brands that are here in this universe, not necessarily this season or this universe mode, but they are existing out there. Because, and also after these hooded figures run roughshod, after Balor Club was formed, they came out the next week saying that it was all because Finn was naive, that he let his friendship with Cesaro take over, get the upper hand. Finn Balor, you can see, he's not even gonna acknowledge the fans anymore. They mean nothing to him. Cesaro means nothing to him. That friendship is over. That bridge is burned. Everything that matters now is what's around Cesaro's waist. The Covenant Universal Championship. All business, that's what it is. And also, after Finn Balor challenged Cesaro for another match here at this Money in the Bank pay-per-view, he came out saying that Finn was a coward. Not only for destroying his friendship that they have had for so many years, but for stealing his moment. It was his time to stand in the spotlight, finally raising his championship gold, and it was all taken away from him by Finn Balor. And he wants to right his wrong. He tried to get the help from American Alpha to do it. That didn't help, but now here he stands, 1-on-1 with Finn Balor once again, and it is all for that championship right there. The belt from hell, the Universal Championship, is on the line. Cesaro and Finn Balor.
From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
And as these competitors are being listed out, the champion, the challenger, their weight, their location, their everything, this is a title bout. And on any other show this would have been the main event. But this is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, where not only the championships are on the line, but the briefcases as well. We already saw the SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase holder won earlier tonight in Rusev, and now later on the Raw Money in the Bank briefcase will be held up on over the ring. And you know, both of these competitors probably not right now. Right now, their only thought is, I'm gonna tear your effing head off. But after this match, you know they're gonna look over the shoulder twice, knowing that they have the Money in the Bank briefcase holder running after them as Cesaro. He wastes little time, and he runs straight in there with the punches, the uppercuts, the everything into Finn Balor. And Finn Balor, though, he has them covered. He's shocked by his speed, but give him a second to compose himself, and he's gonna do everything in his power to beat you down and take him out. He said that he didn't win last month because of his naivety, because he was naive against the friendship. He destroyed that bridge. He didn't just burn it down. He put 2 tons of C4 on top of it, blew it up, and then pissed under the debris afterwards. That's what he did. So now you know there's gonna be no remorse. The demon is out to play. His brothers in the club is there to back him up at every corner. But this is one thing he has to do alone. He has to prove that now, when he is focused, he can beat Cesaro. And with scoops and slams like Cesaro is dishing out, it's gonna be hard, because mark my words, Cesaro is pound by pound for pound actually, the strongest competitor in the WWE, hands down. The things that he can do is just simply extraordinary. When he get going, he can swing you around 100 times over and he won't even be dizzy. He can lift up this entire ring on his back probably, and then suplex it before doing a 450 somersault over it. That's just how athletic, that's just how strong he is. But it doesn't matter how strong you are when you are on the ground and getting your face pummeled in by Finn Balor. And trying to drop the elbow as well. Can't do it. Get met with a dropkick to the back instead. And that's what it takes. One mistake can mean the difference in this match. These guys know each other so well. Bridging the suplex. This could perhaps be a 2, and no. That would have been an upset if that were to be the result this early. That would be that would be a shocker. That will undo everything that Balor said he was going to do. That would undo everything the Balor Club has done this last month. Beating down their opponents, viciously attacking opponents outside of the match, viciously attacking Cesaro, interfering in his matches, attacking American Alpha and Cesaro all together. They've been dominant, they've been roughshotting everyone. And you can see it in the way that Finn Balor is going to work. He wants to break down Cesaro. There is no more remorse in his eyes. There's just pure anger. There's hatred. There is there is the I don't know you anymore. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I just want to hurt you. I want to break you. And for me, probably Finn Balor isn't even thinking that much about the championship belt. He just wants to prove a point to Cesaro. He just wants to prove that he is better. That Cesaro got lucky last week. Not last week, last month. And now he wants to prove that he is pathetic. He's worthless. That's what judging from what I've seen Finn Balor do and talk about this last month, that is exactly what's going through his mind. And you know what's approaching now. It's the shotgun drop kick. Cesaro is on his back. This could be over in a heartbeat if he's not careful. This could be enough right here. We've seen him put away a opponent for less before. But this is Cesaro we're talking about. A simple drop kick to the corner won't do it. You're gonna bring out the heavy guns for this match, and heavy guns is about to be brought out as the coup de grace. Oh, but Cesaro, smart choice, rolling out of the way, forcing Balor to jump down. But now he is in a position where he could be met by the 1916, but instead Cesaro up on the shoulders of Finn Balor, handing down the punches, and that big boot. He just practically stood up top of his chest. And a chokehold before the uppercut. That's all that's actually needed.
Incredible. Now Cesaro needs to capitalize on this opportunity.
And now he has some dangerous things in mind. Now he is trying to get back into the driver's seat, and the trifecta of gut-wrench suplexes could be connecting right now. Finn Balor can't get up before this one. It is the perfect trifecta. And now it's Finn Balor that's in trouble. Not enough damage. That was what I was about to say. It's Finn Balor kicking out at 0.6. Can you believe it? I know that he hasn't endured that much damage, but after those gut-wrench suplexes, that should be enough. And you can see now Cesaro, he also saying that you don't want to, you burnt that bridge. I'm not gonna forgive you for that. And he's just he just stomps on his head. That's just relentless attacks. He wants to give Finn Balor a concussion. He wants to put him on the sidelines. He doesn't want him here in the company anymore. He doesn't want him on the same brand as he is, because you know that eventually he has to cross path with Finn Balor again if he leaves him here. And I think Finn Balor thinking the same thing as he flips out from that back suplex. Cesaro, look at that dude. Look at that dude and tell me that he can just backflip out of everything. That he can swing through the air. If you told me that and I just had looked at him and didn't know who he was, I would say you gotta be goddamn joking me. But that's Cesaro. That's what he can do. If you say you can't do that, Cesaro goes and does it. There is no stopping that man when it comes to the athletic prowess. When it comes to the gift of sports entertainment. As the very European uppercut decapitates Finn Balor, and now this could actually be enough as the two get the front. Oh, that's just 2.4. And this match just in the starting stages. This hasn't even gone 10 minutes, and already they are hard hitting. They are exhausting one another. As that heel kick dropping into the elbow. And Finn Balor now, he's picking up some momentum. He's picking up some steam. Kick into the gut. And that forearm just braces him. Cesaro takes it like a man. But get met with a Pele kick afterwards. And that's going to bring him down. These stiff elbows and all that, they just take him right on the chin. That's how they are. That's how big competitors they are. They don't care. They're going to take it. They're going to take your best shot and they're going to stand there and take it. But when you start bleeding after the DDT, there's not much you can do to hide it. But you can kick out at 1.5 to say that, you know what? I don't care about your maneuvers. I don't care about your DDTs. I don't care because I will stand. But then Finn Balor goes and he splash from the top rope. Not to the ring, but to the outside. That's got to be 6 feet. At least. Maybe more, 8, 2.5 meters or something. And now, 1916 on the concrete floor with a busted open forehead already. Thanks for coming, Cesaro. I mean, I'm sorry, but this, I'm thinking you're done for. 1916 on the concrete floor, dropped by Wood, the full body splash. You can count to 1,000,000. Finn Balor is unluckily the new Universal Champion, but no! Cesaro gets the shoulder up in the nick of time. An entire Raw locker room sighs a sigh of relief. But not for long though, because the coup de grace is about to hit. Oh! Cesaro got out of the way, and Finn Balor in the middle of the air changed his trajectory and dropped the elbow instead. But now he's on the top rope. He's on the top rope. Coup de grace! Oh no! He got met with the uppercut. Cesaro springs to life, hits the uppercut, and that's night. That's a knockout right there. Count to 2,000 because this is over. But the demon has shown up. The ungodly, the unearthly power that Finn Balor possesses right now to be able to kick out after that very European uppercut caught in the middle of the air. I mean, there's one thing to know that an uppercut is coming, preparing for that and stopping. It's another thing to be caught by surprise that's gonna knock you out. And if not that, well then the knee dropped right into your chin in the corner is going to do that. And that dropped into the Boston Crab. Sinked in deep. You can see on the inner thighs of Finn Balor that he's bruising. That's big bruises right there, and that's he's gonna feel that. And Cesaro's just sinking it in even further. But Finn Balor, he's crawling. He's not gonna give up, and he gets to the rope, forces that rope break. And now Cesaro again gives him some speed, back body drops as his Finn Balor is seated once again. And Finn Balor pops back up to life. There's still some life in it. I can't believe it. After everything we witnessed, he still have some life. But at every time Finn Balor is trying to get back into the ring, he gets met with suplexes, with elbows, with everything. And it's completely justified after the horrendous actions that Finn Balor did last month, that he has put Cesaro through this last month. Everything has been to target Cesaro, to hurt, to break him down. And Cesaro's had enough in this. This is the receipt, long overdue, coming for Finn Balor. He stole his moment at Backlash, and now Cesaro's earning it back. But Finn Balor's gonna have something to say about it. And forearms into the face is one thing to say. And I think Finn Balor, he's looking for it. He's looking to fly. Cesaro, you better watch out because Finn Balor is coming! Flying over the top rope, going straight into the Cesaro. Looked like he might have caught a whiff of the corner of the announce table. That might be something to keep an eye out on, the Russian leg sweep into the Spanish announce table as well. Count of 4 now. Remember, this is not New Japan. We have a count of 10 here in the WWE. And now Finn Balor, this time is looking to hit it. Cesaro is helpless. Coup de grace, but again he gets up. And now drops him into the sharpshooter instead, but that's too close to the rope. That's a rope break. He couldn't get there. He was too close to the rope, and I think that just saved Finn Balor's hope of becoming Universal Champion. And now Cesaro again. He has had enough. He's just stomping on into the chest of Finn Balor. He's hoping to break every goddamn rib he has up there. And he's not stopping. He's continuing. He's just keep on going. And drops the leg drop as well. Cesaro, he's bleeding from his forehead. That's gonna make it really hard to see at this point. He's been bleeding for minutes now Finn Balor as well. I think you can't see it that well under all that face paint, but he's bleeding, and now they're just standing there face to face, a face-off between two of the giants, and it ends with a very European uppercut that could be enough. But at 2.87s, that's enough for Finn Balor to kick out. And Cesaro could not believe it. I can't believe it. The audience here cannot believe what's happening on their television screen. And again, straight jacket breaks him up, and Finn Balor, he flips him over. Sunset flip into the cover. That's a 2 count. And that's now a 3 count. Oh. He almost surprised Cesaro for the victory. Trying to showboat. You probably shouldn't do that in a match like this. But now Finn Balor wakes back up. That forearm was a wake-up call. The Pele kick, down goes Cesaro. Now he's in deep trouble. He brings him to the corner once again. He's already been met with one of these shotgun drop kicks into the corner, and I think he's about to meet another one. He got mapped with a shot, sets him up into position once again, and the shotgun drop kick. There he goes. Look of disgust on Finn Balor as he looks down on Cesaro, and once again he has climbed the top rope. This time, coup de grace, and it hits. It doesn't miss this time, and you can take this to the bank. The disgusting tactics of Finn Balor was not enough to become champion. I cannot believe it. I can't believe what we just witnessed. He managed to kick out of that, and now Cesaro, he brings him up, gut wrench, neutralizer, and it ends the same way as it started, with a 2 count, not leading to a 3 count, as you can once again see that picture perfect coup de grace, stomping the chest out, and then the picture perfect gut wrench neutralizer right on the money, and it was still not enough. And we saw this at Backlash when one wasn't enough. Hit him with the second one, but Finn Balor this time, he has it scouted. He has it scouted, and now Cesaro is in deep trouble. But this time it was him being lucky that he was close to the ropes, and he just dumps him over unceremoniously, gets back up on the top rope, and this time it's his time to hit him with the splash. And now, once again, Cesaro is busting open Finn Balor. He managed to close the wound for just a second, but it wasn't enough. Back up is the blood. Cesaro as well, he's bleeding, has finally stopped. Gets met with an inverse DDT though as Finn Balor counters. And now once again he looks up to the skies, and he is ready to end this match. Inverted 1916. But it was just inverted 1, and he knows it. That's why he looks down. He praises up to the Demon King, and he hits the correct one. 1916. And he knows the lesson that Cesaro taught him at Backlash, where 1 isn't enough. But 1 perhaps should have been enough this time, because Cesaro springs back up to life. And this match is still not over. He got life. How he's still conscious after an inverted than a normal 1916, I will never know. And he rolls out of the way. Tries to get out of the coup de grace, but he can't get out of the way from the coup de grace. It connects. 1, 2, and it's over! And it's over! And Finn Balor is your new Universal Champion, and I cannot believe it. And we're faced with the same image as Backlash, but it's not a handshake! It's not a handshake! It's a 1916. The bridge was burned. It was blown to pieces and then pissed upon, and now he
plays around with its ashes. 1916 coup de grace. Finn Balor. I think he's done it. And if he hasn't done it, look who just shown up. I've seen this image before. This is disgusting. It should be about the Universal Championship. It was, like I said, this match it wasn't about Universal Championship for Finn Balor. This is about sending a message to the Raw locker room. This is about sending a message to Cesaro. They are here. Balor Club is here, and they are here to destroy the entire brand. Too Sweet in the corner. We've seen this before. Brings him up on his shoulder. Extra elevation on that magic killer. And Cesaro, he's limp, he's lifeless. He's just sitting there without anything. And look who's back. Haven't you done enough? Haven't you done enough? He has to go for the not the 1916, the coup de grace. Finn Balor, in one night, stole everything from Cesaro.
Fear is a fickle thing. We all have it. Some run from it. Some embrace it. But me, I'm fueled by it. And this nightmare never ends. You only escape for a moment. But after I'm done with Joe, everyone have to face their greatest fear. The only reason Bray Wyatt is facing me at Money in the Bank is because he didn't face me earlier. There is only one outcome, no matter who I step in the ring with. Night.
And it is as they said, we now turn our eyes over to the WWE Championship from SmackDown Live. We are about to find out who is going to become the inaugural champion. Is he going to be the Samoan submission machine? The killer himself, Samoa Joe. And as you saw in that promo package, he had to go through Tyson Kidd, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles in order to get where he is right now. In the final, about to face Bray Wyatt. And as you can look upon the arena, the Fireflies are out for that man right there. The Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, the leader of the satanic Wyatt family. He had to go through Daniel Bryan, his own family member Braun Strowman, and Seth Rollins in order to be here. This man is vicious, he's dangerous, but if there's anyone who can match him in his sadistic nature, it is the man he's about to face in the tonight's final. It is Samoa Joe. But I can't give a prediction on this one. It's too hard to call. Both of these men are, beyond the shadow of a doubt, two of the best heavyweight superstars we have on this in this company, period. And I think we could be witness to a wrestling clinic. It's a fight, pretty much. Bray Wyatt, he hopes he can become inaugural. He has been in marquee matches before in his career, and he has fallen short. He does not want to start off this season of the Universe mode by falling short. And Joe, he does not want to walk into oblivion by the hands of Bray Wyatt. He wants to tear down his citadel of fear. Finally, we will find out who will become the first ever WWE champion. It took us 2 months of this universe mode, but finally things are about to be settled. The only logical step for SmackDown was to hold the tournament with 16 of the best. 16, yes, 16. 16 of the best superstars that SmackDown had to offer. And it all starts with a standoff. Going into the grapple now, Bray Wyatt gets the upper hand early on, but Joe manages to push him to the ropes. It's gonna be a feeling out process here to begin with. Drops down. Tries to meet him with an arm, but get met with a boot in the middle instead. And Joe meets Wyatt with a boot. Knee straight into the face, and now once again they're standing off, looking at one another. They have beaten the best of the best that the wrestling world has had to offer. A tournament containing Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, John Cena, Apollo Crews, Sami Zayn. The list is endless of the incredible superstars that SmackDown has in-house. Every one of them could have been worthy of standing right here to become the inaugural WWE champion, but it went down to these two. It went down to the most vicious, most powerful, most disturbed, deranged, charismatic characters, people, wrestlers that SmackDown has in offer. And again he drops the chop to the backhand and a roundhouse kick to the face. And this is the pace that Joe can hit you with. He can go fast pace, he can go 100 miles an hour, or he can go like this. Slow, diabolical, strategic, targeting everything, using every move with extreme care, but he miscalculates that jump quite a bit. And the senton drops beside Wyatt, and this could be the opening Bray has enough need to get into the starting position of this matchup. Joe has gone full steam ahead early on, but now Wyatt hopes that he can manage to get in, and as you can see on his back, era of Wyatt, the era of fear, as we heard him call it in the promo. That's what he hopes to start with this victory. He knows that he's going to terrorize SmackDown if he gets that championship, and only Joe stands in his way in order to realize that goal, in order to realize his hopes of becoming the first ever WWE champion. He is so close. Joe is also so close. Neither of these men wants this loss, but we know that we are going to have a winner in this match. We are going to have the first ever WWE champion. And there is no champion's advantage in this one. The first man to gain a victory, however it may be, will be champion. We saw Joe almost eating that loss right there, but he just waited there, got that 2 extra seconds of rest, and now he's back on the offense with the high speed attack that we know him for, that he can flip a switch. That's what he can do. And when he flips that switch, he's in the zone, and when he's in the zone, things go quickly. And if you blink, you're gonna miss it. And if you miss it, you get hurt. That's what's happening. That's what Joe can bring to the table. But Wyatt, he has studied the tapes. He knows exactly. He knows Joe inside and out. If there's one man that can just look at you and know what's going on inside your head, how you think, how you act, it's Bray Wyatt. It's the leader of the Wyatt family. The cynical group of people that I think are going to run roughshod over the SmackDown side if they get the titles. Just like the Balor Club are going to do on Raw now that Finn Balor is the champion. After Finn Balor took Cesaro's moment yet again. And now perhaps put him on the sidelines. We're still awaiting more information about Cesaro and his medical condition. But as the promo package started rolling, we saw Cesaro being carried out on a stretcher. So we are awaiting more updates on his medical condition. And hopefully we're gonna get some during the night. But right now, we can see that Samoa Joe is trying to break the arm of Bray Wyatt in this arm breaker. And Bray is in trouble if he can manage to roll out of it. Joe, perhaps sensing that the hold was slipping a bit, let it go, and now flips him around and drops him down instead. And the fact that a person can hold Bray Wyatt on his shoulders, that's just a testament to their strength. But when you look at Joe, and you look at Wyatt, you can just see that he's just a specimen unlike anything else. And normally, when a dude goes one-on-one with Samoa Joe, they have a 50% chance of winning. But this is no ordinary man. This is Bray Wyatt we're talking about. And when you're talking about two men like Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe, you can just throw numbers out of the window. They don't care. The numbers don't matter when it comes to this. This is a hustle. This is a fight. And it's only going to end with one of them as the champion. And it's happening tonight. And now Bray Wyatt, he's just dropping ferocious elbows. I think it slit open the forehead of Samoa Joe. Yeah, you can see there some blood on the edge of his forehead. We saw blood in the last match, and that looks like we're seeing some blood now. That's what this championship means to one another. We saw earlier tonight, like I mentioned, the SmackDown briefcase, the Money in the Bank briefcase being fought for and won by Rusev. in a hard-fought match. They put everything online there. We saw people being put through ladders, for Christ's sake. All for this opportunity to become champion, become inaugural champion is what we're going to find out here. But the second one, I could very well be Rusev as he cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And the action now spilling to the outside. This is dangerous. Bray Wyatt come running. Oh, and meets him with an STO. Plants him to the ground. As referee count of 3. If it's a double count out, I don't know how we're gonna do it with a championship situation. Probably it's going to be awarded someone the next week on SmackDown. I don't know. All I know is that Stone Cold Steve Austin, the general manager of SmackDown, he's a capable man. He knows what he's doing. And I think that he's going to have a plan if that situation were to arise. But we're back in the ring now. We're back in Joe in the driver's seat as he only gets a 1 count. So it doesn't really matter now, does it? And I think both of these men have figured out sort of what they need to do in order to break each other down. They watched, without a doubt, they watched the tournament. They know what each and everyone brings to the table. Joe will do anything in his power to win. We know that. Bray Wyatt, he's going to break you down. He's going to methodical and systematically target a limb and break you down. And when you think that he has a target, he switches to another one, and he's just gonna wear each and every single limb of your down, and then it's gonna hit you with a sister trap again, and it's night. But it looks like Joe's tactic right now is to infuriate Bray Wyatt. He knows that he's not gonna get the count out victory from this, but by not letting Bray Wyatt get back in the ring, he's making him angry, and he's perhaps forcing Bray Wyatt to do a mistake. But instead it's Joe that miscalculates to jump over there, and now it's Bray Wyatt meets him with an STO. He miscalculated run. Bray Wyatt dodged out of the way in the nick of time right there, and now he can get back in control. Samoa Joe's plan backfired on top of him, and Bray Wyatt, he doesn't care that he has a rope stuck over his shoulder. He's gonna do everything to tear down Samoa Joe. Finally got out of his conundrum, and now he can once again focus on hitting Samoa Joe with everything he's got, like that running senton. And that running senton could be enough right here, right now, in the 2 count, in the freak. No, just a 2.5 count. Hopefully we won't see any involvement from the Wyatt family, as we saw the Balor Club entering the end of last match. But right now it doesn't really matter, because Samoa Joe, he has the Coquina Clutch locked in, and this could be over right here, right now. Have you seen anyone get out of the Coquina Clutch? I honestly can't remember, but what I know is that it has a big track record of everyone saying night, but Bray Wyatt, he manages to release the hold, and he gets out of there. I can't believe it. He gets out of the Coquina Clutch, and now he can get back on the attacking spree. This is his opportunity. Samoa Joe hit him with his big shot, and now it's the big boss hustle in the middle right now, as Samoa Joe picks him up, drops him up with the snake eyes. He hit them with the biggest move, his Coquina Clutch. Bray Wyatt managed to get that. What that does to your psyche, I don't know. Maybe this is what Samoa Joe fears. Samoa Joe might fear people breaking out to that Coquina Clutch. But right now he going over to the camel clutch instead. Lets him go before breaking, get to the rope. He knows what sort of conundrum he was in. Drags him back into the middle. And now he just goes on to the... And now he just goes into another submission maneuver. Like I said, the Samoan submission machine. He knows them all. He let go one hold, drags him back into the middle of the ring and applies another. That's just what he does. And again, he sensed that Bray Wyatt got close to the ropes. released the hold, and now he's back on it again. But Bray Wyatt, now he has had enough of that. He has had enough of the torture, the pain. And now, the Eater of Worlds, that's what he calls himself, Sister Abigail, out of nowhere. And this could be over right here, right now. After all the pain, the suffering, and it's still not enough. The Sister Abigail did not bring him the victory. We saw everyone go down to that Sister Abigail. Bryan, Strowman, Rollins, everyone had to say thanks and goodbye to that maneuver. But Joe, he's still here. He's still alive. He's still kicking. But after this, I don't think anyone's gonna be alive and kicking because they're both on the top rope. They're both on the top rope. This is not gonna go okay. Don't do this! Oh my God! The superplex from the top rope, and this one is in the book. It's not over. It's not over. Samoa Joe, after an avalanche superplex, it's still not enough. Kicks out at 2.95. That's not okay. That's not okay. You hear that, Joe? It's not alright to do that. You're not human. Bray Wyatt is not human. None of this is humane. This is pure torture. It's agonizing to watch. But that's what it all means for these men. A shot at the WWE Championship means everything to these men. And a straightjacket suplex, that's enough to bring, not enough to win the match, unfortunately. And Joe now waits for Bray Wyatt to get back up. And he met him with an enzuigiri. As we saw, we're having some production errors here and there, so just have to apologize for that one. But we can apologize to Bray Wyatt for needing a spinal surgeon after he was thrown off the top rope and he lost the match. No, he did not, because he kicks out at 2 yet again. It's still not enough. It's still not. What are these men going to do? Is the WWE Championship really worth this much that they are willing to die for it? It damn sure looks like it, as they just going at it. They're still not letting up as he's get caught straight into that hole. Trying to go for that forearm, dodged and into that STO instead. And Bray Wyatt now, he's on the outside, looking on. Joe now, what has he got? Implants as he flies. Joe flies through the ring, meets Bray Wyatt, and this has to be the beginning of the end. These guys have been going for almost 20 minutes now, and that pain, everything we watch has been otherworldly as he darts him into the ring post. This has to be enough. It's a count of 6. Joe, he has to be dazed. He can't get back in, but he does. He does, and this match is still not over. And Bray now, he hammers down with the forearms, and Joe meets him with a headbutt of his own. And now just rakes him across the face with his size 12 boot. And also the big boot to count it all off. We have seen him hit the Kina clutch. Bray got out of it now, but after all the damage is received in the aftermatch, this has to be close to the end. That enzuigiri combo could maybe be enough, I don't know. It's not enough as Bray Wyatt kicks out at 2. And Joe again tries now to just tear him down, exhaust him, attack the head, do everything he can in order to sink in that coquina clutch and call it a night. Oh, but we've seen this before. Also, the big power bomb. Could the power bomb be enough? 1, 2, and it kicks out of that. But you know, you saw it on the position. Joe straight into that deep Boston Crab. And could this be how it ends? With Bray Wyatt tapping out. Wouldn't that be something? He got all this way just to give it up by tapping out. And like you said, it's either tap, snap, or nap. And I think Bray is about to snap it. Oh, how he managed to get back up, I don't know. Joe can't believe it. He's just looking at it in disbelief, trying to get the audience on his side. But I'm not sure if that's. I think that's easier said than done, mate.
Both of these superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
Brings him up, suplex over the top. But Bray, he just rolls out. He doesn't care. He thought it was safer outside, but it's not when you have Samoa Joe.
Superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
And Joe now, after that lawn darting himself through the air, now he's back on the attack on the outside. I thought it would turn into a brawl, but the amount of viciousness we've seen in this match, I don't think anyone could have predicted this outcome. And Joe now, he's on the top rope. And he kills himself. He kills himself from the top rope. Senton, but nobody home on the concrete floor. I can't believe it. This is Bray Wyatt's opportunity. If he can just hit that one Sister Abigail now, this would be enough. And that's exactly what he's thinking. No, he's not thinking that. He goes up to the top rope, jumps down. That's what I thought. He did want to think about this, and that's exactly what he does. Joe just broke his spine, his back, his neck, his everything. And now Bray Wyatt spider walks over to Joe. And this is it. It's time to say goodnight, Samoa Joe. Kiss of death. No! Joe gets back up. He rolls through. And now he sinks it in once again. Coquina clutch. The Coquina clutch is in. He's got out of the Sister Abigail. And it's Coquina clutch time. And I don't think Bray Wyatt has enough. You can see he's turning more blue by the second. He's unconscious. He's got ref. Can you not see? He's unconscious. You gotta stop this. Ring the goddamn bell. And finally, Bray Wyatt. There's not an inch of air left in his lungs. The Coquina clutch. Bray Wyatt had to say night. Didn't tap. He got unconscious. And Samoa Joe, your inaugural WWE champion. And no one can say that this was not hard fought. He fought for every inch of that victory. Congratulations to Joe. But we now have to move over to our main event. The Money in the Bank ladder match for the Raw Superstars. And who else to enter first than the one-man band, Heath Slater, baby! And Slater, he was one of the lucky ones. He faced Kevin Owens in one of his qualifying matches, or stay in the matches early on. But then after losing that match, he got an opportunity when he teamed with Roman Reigns in order to get in this match. And the team of him and Roman Reigns were successful, so that's why they both are in this matchup right here. And Dolph Ziggler, he is allowed in this match after his actions at the Backlash, where he defeated Dean Ambrose in that unruly no-holds-barred match. That's still one of the most brutal matches I think I've ever seen. So if you haven't already seen that one, after you watch this match, you should go over and check out the Backlash pay-per-view, and especially the match between Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. And speaking of men that qualify based on their actions at Backlash, or say action, I should say results, we have the Apex Predator, Randy Orton himself. That he wasn't really supposed to be in a match between Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns that happened at Backlash, but he sort of got pulled into it by Baron Corbin's hatred for Roman Reigns that made him attack everyone that was in the match. When Roman Reigns faced Randy Orton, Baron Corbin attacked. He pulled Randy Orton into that match. It became a triple threat that Randy Orton emerged victorious from. So he got his W, and because of that W, he is now here in the Money in the Bank ladder match. As you can see, the crowd is on their feet. They've seen an entire night full of tremendous action that all is about to culminate in this main event. And next out is the big dog, Roman Reigns. You already heard earlier on that he allowed himself into this match by defeating Baron Corbin and Sin Cara in that tag team match when he teamed with Heath Slater. And it should be said it was supposed to be Curtis Axel and Sin Cara, but Baron Corbin took out Curtis Axel before the match to team up for that opportunity to enter this match. Roman Reigns lost his first qualifying match to Kevin Owens. Again, Owens had to defend his spot against Roman Reigns in that earlier on. I believe it was week 2 of this month. But in the end, he got himself into this match. And he now has an opportunity to climb the ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and cash in on Finn Balor whenever he wants. And speaking of wanting to win matches, the Lunatic Fringe. The man that lost to Dolph Ziggler at Backlash felt he had a chip on his shoulder, wanted any opportunity to get into this match. He had to defeat both Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas in the same match in order to get here in the 2-on-1 handicap match. But he did it. He defeated them, even though he still had a bruised rib from that hellacious no-holds-barred match with Dolph Ziggler. And now he's 100%. He's driven, he's motivated, and all he wants is what you can see up there in the background. That briefcase. He wants it to come home, and he wants it to use it to become the WWE champion. But before he can do that, he has to go through 7 other men in order to do it. And one of them, The Miz. And The Miz, well, actually, Tyler Breeze also qualified for the Money in the Bank after defeating The Miz at Backlash to become the inaugural United States champion. But The Miz then defeated Tyler Breeze in a match where the winner went to Backlash, not Backlash, but to Money in the Bank, because Tyler Breeze wanted to prove himself once again and shut The Miz off. But The Miz managed to become the better man that night and emerged victorious, and now he has the opportunity to climb up and become the briefcase holder. From not becoming the inaugural United States champion, it will be so sweet for him to become the inaugural Raw Mr. Money in the Bank. But before he can do that, like I said with Dean Ambrose, he has to go through 7 other competitors. And here we have a man that's smiling from ear to ear at the moment. I wish I could forget all about him. I wish I could just say that I don't want to talk about this dude at all. But he is in the match. You already seen him earlier tonight. It's Carl Anderson of the Balor Club. And you know that he just wants to win this briefcase so that he can prevent anyone from cashing in on Finn Balor. I mean, hell, he could even go over to SmackDown, cash in on Samoa Joe, and become the WWE champion, and the Balor Club would rule it all. But where should I even begin? Carl Anderson didn't qualify for this match. He and the rest of the Balor Club talked him into this match by bargaining with Rock, giving him a favor if one of them entered the match. The second one, Luke Gallows, did not manage to defeat Kevin Owens to get his spot, but Carl Anderson's in this match nonetheless. And speaking of the man that I'm probably speaking of the most up until this moment, Kevin Owens, here's a man that have had to defend his spot in this match not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times. No, actually it's only 3. No, it's 4. It's 4. He had to defend he had to defend it against Heath Slater at Backlash, and at his open invitational. He said he was in a match. Anyone who wanted to go to take his spot, come out. Heath Slater came out, got beaten. Next night, he was put in a match against Sin Cara, beat Sin Cara. Next week, put in a match against Roman Reigns, he beat Roman Reigns. Next week, put in a match against Luke Gallows, he beat Luke Gallows. And every one of those matches was set up by The Rock. And that is why Kevin Owens feels there's a conspiracy against him. Rock is conspiring against him to take him down, to make so that he has no opportunity to be a champion. The Rock denied that the last week here on Raw, but you gotta feel for him, man. He had to defend his spot 4 times. The Rock tried to make it 5 times. That's when Owens said no. He's still in the match. And what a better FU to The Rock would it be than him climbing the ladders and becoming the champion, as the action already has spilled to the outside and is happening in the ring. The Miz and Orton going at it, Owens and Ambrose going at it, Ziggler and Reigns and Anderson and Slater going all out, and the knee into the back of Slater brings him down. As Owens plants the forehead of Dean Ambrose into the hardest part of the ring, you know, the ring apron, the canvas, what you want to call it. Drops him with a small drop as well. And in the ring right now, the ring is clearing out of all superstars, as Anderson feels he has now time to do the too sweet in the air, but he is now left one-on-one with Roman Reigns, and that's probably a man you do not want to be facing in one-on-one competition. That's one of the most decorated superstars the WWE has ever seen. One of the best competitors the WWE has ever seen. As we now see, everyone is spilled to the outside except for Owens, Ambrose and Anderson. And this is a face-off. Everyone was feeling some sensation down under when they thought of this possibility. Former Shield brethren Ambrose and Reigns going at it, but as you can see, they were just standing off, looking at one another, and now they're going out to Carl Anderson that wanted to meddle his nose into their business. Probably not the wisest idea, but you know, he's a member of Balor Club. How smart can you be? Well, I should say, the Balor Club would be really smart now, wouldn't it? Because they just became the Universal Champion. The leader just became the Universal Champion. You don't do that if you have no brain cells. And credit is due. It was a smart tactic. It was a smart tactic to do it like that, but still don't condone it. It's still morally unpleasant. And now Ambrose has been left alone in the lion's den with Owens and Anderson. Maybe going to town on him, but he's picking apart Kevin Owens. But here comes Anderson. And now he can go on the attack. And now they can set up this double team. Owens, I guess, would take any kind of ally he could get after the hell he's been through the last month, where he had to do everything by himself. I think he would gladly take some help, any help at all. Probably not the help they wanted is from the Balor Club though, but you know. And once again, Reigns into the rescue now, and Ambrose and Reigns can go to town on Kevin Owens. And again, now they are being left alone. And look at this. Look at this. Now this is sexy. This is what we want to see. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, they're just looking at one another, saying, hey, you know what, let's head outside. It's more fun to beat them up out there. And that's what they do. Anderson and Owens is still dazed, still don't know where they are, but now they come to their senses. Owens is just standing there saying, go ahead. I don't care about Anderson. Probably then not the wisest idea to attack Ambrose when he has his former Shield brethren standing right next to him. That's just me, but I think that would be kind of a bad decision from Owens, but he clearly doesn't mind. And now the double team. We haven't seen this in ages, but there they are. They're working together. The Shield brethren, and as you can see, everyone is cleared out. And Slater's all alone. Stop posing. You can win this entire thing. He's all alone. And no one's there. No one's there, I say, as Ziggler runs back in and spoils the fun for Slater. Could you imagine Slater rolling up there, winning that briefcase? Instead, he's met with a hard reality of the cold canvas down there. But hey, now look here. He's alone. Well, he was for a second until he brought Slater back in and meets him with the super kick. Super kick so ferocious, mind you, that a ladder fell on top of him. That's how you know you hit a super kick well enough, when the opponent when the impact of the kick manages to tear down a ladder. A ladder falls down because of your kick. You've done something right. And now he's about to do something even more right. That's the zigzag. I think you caught the edge of the ladder as well. And thanks for coming, Slater. I mean, you shot your shot. You hooped the hoop. But it was not a big dub for you. Instead, Ziggler now is the one that can stand all alone in the ring right now. Climb the ladder, reach for success, and this could be over right here, right now.
Questionable timing of this move, Cole.
Oh, but here comes Ambrose. He has been out there fighting with Reigns for long enough, saw the threat to his championship belt, and now it's down to a triple threat. Ziggler and Ambrose, what a poetic justice that they fight once again, and now the Miz. He doesn't have his rival in Tyler Breeze here, but you know they're still there, and everyone and anyone who stands in the way of him and that briefcase is an enemy of the Miz. That's what he said earlier as he meets him with that beautiful jumping DDT. And again slams him down. Vintage Ziggler moves right there. He's just wearing down the Miz, and probably a good idea. If you don't have the stamina, you can't climb the ladder, and if you can't climb the ladder, you're not gonna win the match. It's simple as that. And we spoke about vintage Ziggler. Now that is a vintage move from the Miz. That forearm into the corner combination. And just tapping the ladder into the head of Ziggler. Just rooting back to their vicious no-holds-barred match at Backlash. And now the Miz, he's in the wrong town. Wrong part of town. Got met with a ladder straight into his back. And now Ziggler's trying to get back up on his feet. But Ambrose, He still has a shot, he thinks. Climbs up, grabs the ladder, not grabs the ladder, grabs the briefcase. Can manage to unbuckle it, and now Ziggler is going to join him up there. And Ambrose, feeling that he has missed a shot, lets go of it, but I don't think it's gonna matter because Ziggler, neck breaker from the top of the ladder. I can't believe it. The crowd echoing, "This is awesome," and I am kindly gonna have to agree with that. This match, this entire pay-per-view has been bonkers, and now up on the top rope, Ziggler still dazed after he jumped off the ladder, and now the Miz could steal it straight out from under the nose of Ziggler, but again Ziggler climbs up, meets the Miz, but this time it's the Miz getting the upper hand, rakes the eye, and oh no, he has him up on the shoulders. Silent. Silent. Oh, Silent Siren. That's one. Last Siren. That's the name of the move. And how is Ambrose on his feet? How is Ambrose still standing? I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it. But he's still standing. And now he's going after the Miz. Ziggler and him, they have fought. They've beaten the respect into one another. But the Miz, he's new to this extreme habitat. It doesn't mean that they won't fight in the ring now. And everyone has gone back in there and has started fighting. Everyone is back. As you saw the Superman punch to Ziggler, the Miz managed to get the upper hand over Ambrose. And now everyone can go back on their offense. And Orton now has Owens in the draping DDT. And also Ziggler now, somehow, somewhere, he got busted open. Don't know where that happened. On the outside, skull crushing finale to bleed open Ambrose. In the ring, RKO to Slater, and Orton has a ladder, and a famous to Slater. Poor dude, can't catch a break. He just got met with every maneuver possible to him. Poor Slater. He has kids, you know. Treat him with some respect, and it looks like Ziggler had some even more vile things in thought as the Miz and Ambrose once again on the outside stand face to face, and now it's Ambrose doing the first shot. The Miz though quickly has gotten the upper hand, throws Ambrose into the barricade, and the camera couldn't quite keep up with the action, but what it missed was Anderson running in there like a rough shot now, taking down both Ambrose and the Miz. Any former alliances he had tried to make with any of them just went out the window, and the Miz does not take kindly to broken arrangement by broken alliances. That's when it meets you with a straight knuckle into your face, like we just saw. Oh my god, inside cradle suplex right on top of the steel ramp. No. He has him up. He has him up into the powerbomb position. This is not good for the Miz as he gets powerbombed into the barricade and onto the floor. I feel for the life of the Miz, but I also feel for the life of Carl Anderson as the dirty deeds on top of the ramp. Good night, Anderson. Hope you slept well. And oh no! That's a DDT. That's a standing DDT on top of the steel part of the ramp. And how is Anderson standing? With a cutter And everyone's down and everyone's dazed except for Anderson, that now goes over to Dean Ambrose. And he brings him up. And he slams him down with a powerbomb on top of the Miz. And they're all dead. And they're all dead. Except for Anderson, how somehow miraculously is still standing, and I can't believe it. These three men are willing to do anything and everything in order to win, like a skull-crushing finale on the concrete floor. You know, just the mundane stuff, the boring stuff, the stuff that just happens on a regular basis. That kind of stuff. And then the jawbreaker to top it all off. This match, this poor dude Ambrose is being destroyed by the Miz, and while everyone was looking, the rest of the dudes came back in the ring. Now Owens and Slater join them as well, as a new DDT connects on to Ambrose. The Miz has really got Ambrose's number in this match so far. He hasn't really let Ambrose do anything, and Slater. What? Oh, almost a pop-up powerbomb, but he got out of the ring, out of the way in the nick of time, met him with a Hurricane Rana instead. And now Orton and Slater stands in the ring alone. And it's Orton and Slater doesn't want anything of it. He escapes. Probably why so they run, Slater, run! Get out of there while you still can. Oh no. Oh! Probably not who you want to meet at the end of your run. It's Roman Reigns, who spears you in half, sending you flying into the Spanish announce table. That's probably not where you wanted to end up after that whole shebang, but it's where you are. And now Reigns is in the ring. Orton is in the ring. And the two men is now going back and forth, trading some blows. Get him up with a headbutt from Roman Reigns though. And back and forth they go. Slater is starting to get back up on his feet on the outside, as you can see. Still quite dazed, doesn't know where he is at after that spear. And now Reigns, he's gonna make sure that Orton doesn't know it either with that beautiful driver. And brutality is the language we speak here in the WWE. And fist straight into your face is one way to convey the message that you're not gonna win this. But Orton, you know, he's never been the type of traditional conversation, so he's just gonna do whatever he damn well pleases, no matter what Roman Reigns tells him what he should do or not do. And again now, we're going to see another one of these DDTs. We saw one earlier. And draping DDT, down goes Orton, and now Slater. Slater's back in the ring. What's Slater going to do? He misses with his punch. Brings him up. DDT! The DDT! The lucky DDT! And Slater, he says that Orton's sleeping. Not sure that's what you want to do though. Taunt Orton like that, as you can see once again. It caught him with the right hand. That dazed Orton for just a second. And that beautiful lucky DDT. That was enough to keep Orton down for at least a split second. Before the RKO sends Slater back into Raw from 5 weeks ago. And now Orton is standing tall again. But he should probably turn his back, because behind you now Anderson has a ladder, and I don't think he is very shy about hitting you straight into the back of your head with that ladder, and that's exactly what he is doing. And Anderson now with a jumping neck breaker to the back. Orton has his RKO. I guess you can call this the KKO. AKO. Carl Anderson knockout. I don't know, it's a beautiful cutter nonetheless, and it's his finishing maneuver. And now he sends Orton flying out of the ring, and this is his opportunity. He's alone in the ring, Everyone else is knocked out. If you can just climb the ladder or get thrown face first on top of it by a clothesline from Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens now is on top of the ladder. He's on top of the ladder with that beautiful moonsault. Squashes Carl Anderson's head straight into that ladder. And Anderson is just dead meat. And Owens has taken enough damage so that dead meat is enough for him. It's too much for him to handle. And that is all that Anderson needs to spring back into life. And now he met him with a senton. Before he picks him up. And Owens counters with another crossbody. This match, while not as chaotic as the SmackDown one, has been much more wrestling oriented, but it has had his fair share of big moments like that pop-out powerbomb sending Carl Anderson into the middle of the next week. And now a new ladder is introduced into the fray. And this could be all she wrote if it continues much further. Anderson is knocked out. Orton is knocked out. Owens is the only one left standing in the ring. And he can climb all day. He can take all night if he wants. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Owens looks over to the side because he hears the music. He knows who's coming. He says, fucking bring it. The sound of the Balor Club, and look who's entered. Luke Gallows. Luke Gallows is here. And he's attacking Kevin Owens. Make of that as you will. But Luke Gallows is here, costing Kevin Owens a shot at picking up that briefcase. And the limpless body is lying there. And as you can see, I show respect between those two, saying, you know what, Anderson, you just chill for a second. I got this. We got this. We're the Balor Club. And now the dangerous duo teams up to systematically destroy Owens. Despicable actions committed by this man. And now he's just handed Anderson that briefcase. Except you have Randy Orton in the fray that just comes in and RKOs Luke Gallows out of nowhere. Anderson trying to go down to defend him, but he get met with an RKO out of nowhere as well. And that is what you deserve for doing for doing what you just did, for casting Kevin Owens like that. That's exactly what you get. I could look at this all day. RKO for Luke, RKO for Carl. And now Slater is back again. He's back again. Can he do it? He hits another punch, but now Orton fights back. He had his shot. He could have hit the lucky DDT, but instead the RKO. Zigzag though! Where did Dolph Ziggler come from? I don't know. But it's there. The zigzag. Orton is out. Slater again. Slater's just been the punching bag of everyone here. And now the Miz is back in. And he's about to take out Dolph Ziggler. Everyone is here now. It's just become a spot fest. Hit your finisher. Knock your opponent out. That's what's happening. Big Boot stands on the chest of Ziggler. I mean, we saw an RKO to Luke, to Carl, to Slater, and then a zigzag to Orton and Slater, and now the Miz is in here. All we now misses is the skull-crushing finale, and we have the finishers to do. Orton, as you saw there, was knocked out, and now brings him around, trying to go for skull-crushing finale. No! Ziggler counters, and the Miz is down on his back. And it is Ziggler with a zigzag on the Miz. That's how this fairy tale ends for the Miz. No briefcase in sight, just zigzags for days. And if one wasn't enough, how about another one? No. Instead, the Ziggler brings him up on his shoulders, powerbomb position, and he just slings him down straight into the ropes as well, perhaps giving whiplash to the neck of the Miz. Picking up some speed now, trying to knock the Miz down. There it goes, straight forearm. That should do the trick. Usually does the trick. Contemplating what to do, but he turns around and sees Reigns, and he knows that he now has to go one-on-one with Roman Reigns. Probably not something you want to do every day, but in this kind of situation you have to. And I think he is happy to beat down Roman Reigns in order to get that briefcase. But it doesn't look like he came along, as Owens is back again. He has recovered after a beating from the Balor Club. Probably costing him that one opportunity at, but now he brings him up and package pile driver. And Ziggler is concussed and knocked into the middle of next month even. And now it's time to just stand on the chest of Roman Reigns, beating him down. And I think we are about to see a powerbomb. Kick into the midsection, flings him into the ropes, up he goes and down he goes as well. Pop-up powerbomb. And it's not enough, he turns around. Beautiful into the moonsault. Seamless transition into it. If this was any other match, he could have counted to 1,000,000 and he would have been beat right there. But this is the Money in the Bank ladder match. And you have to climb a ladder. And when you have a former Shield brother in like Dean Ambrose here, climbing a ladder is not on the agenda. He wants Roman Reigns to get back up. He needs him right now to take down Kevin Owens once and for all. As the patterned punches and slaps combo in the corner connects non-stop. And now he wants a double team maneuver. Here they go. Brings him up, double DDT. And yet again, they stand face to face. Dean Ambrose say, now we actually gonna do it. There's no one else. Everyone else is knocked down. This is going to happen. And Dean Ambrose throws the first punch. Just small jabs here and there in order to bring Roman Reigns to the corner. But that's probably not what you want, because when Roman Reigns can fight out of the corner, he will. And now the endless clotheslines in the corner connects, and now Roman Reigns just stamps a hole through Dean Ambrose's head. We have waited this entire match to see this duo go at it, and now they do, because of the thing that dangles on the top of your screen, because of the name of the pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, and that ladder is needed to climb and get that briefcase. And Roman Reigns now, he's knocked out cold. And Dean Ambrose doesn't really know what to do. He looks down almost in pity at his brethren, saying, yo, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I guess I just have to pick you up and fisherman suplex you. Because that's all I know. That's all I'm able to do. And I just go on instinct, because after that I go for the dirty deeds. Roman Reigns has that countered into the Superman punch. And when a Superman punch connects, you know the next logical step is to go for the spear. And Dean Ambrose is about to be decapitated in half by the vicious spear. But instead, countered into the DDT. And now, Roman Reigns is bleeding. And he's... I think he just got knocked out by a straight right. And if not, that straight knee into the temple probably should be enough to send him out cold. Attacks the arm, picks up speed, and here they go, spear! Spear on Dean Ambrose! Kevin Owens is back up on his feet. I don't know if he knows where he's at, but it doesn't know anymore, as Roman Reigns hits him with a clothesline. And Dean Ambrose just got decapitated by a spear. That was a back and forth sequence since I've ever seen one. And it ended in a spear for Dean Ambrose. And if that wasn't enough, how about a ladder to the back? Should teach you to stay out of Roman Reigns' way. As he misplaces the ladder by some steps. Sets up a ladder into the middle now. And he doesn't want Dean Ambrose in the ring. When he climbs up to get that briefcase, there better be no one in the room. And no one in the room is what he's going to get. And up the ladder he goes. And he's so close. All he has to do is reach. And the ladder is gone. And that's Baron Corbin! That is Baron flippin' Corbin. He has no business being in this match and no business hitting that end of days. Disgusting is all I have to say about that. That if there ever was a better definition for sore loser, I think I want to see one, because this is uncalled for. Baron Corbin lost fair and square that qualifying match. He lost fair and square at Backlash, mind you, because Roman Reigns speared him through a barricade. But he lost his opportunity that he didn't even earn a shot at. And now he's in here costing Roman Reigns that 100% guaranteed shot at the Money in the Bank briefcase. And I don't think it's going to end with that. I think Baron Corbin is about to end Roman Reigns' career as he not powerbomb, but chokeslams him through the announcer's table. And he just looks on, say F you to the crowd, and he leaves. That's all he can do. Look at this. From out of nowhere, Baron Corbin comes in, choke bombs him from the briefcase. End of days in the ring, and then choke slams him through the announcer's table. But this is it. Slater is once again alone in the ring. Ambrose meets him there though. And dirty deeds on Slater. I mean, Slater has just been the punching bag this entire night, and it doesn't end. Another dirty deeds. Throw him out. Everyone else is knocked loopy. They're dead on the outside, and Ambrose just has to climb. But he's not done yet. Of course he's not. He's the lunatic fringe. If he can inflict damage, he will inflict damage. And inflicting damage is what he does. DDT on the hardest part of the ring. Trademarked. Climb to the top of the rope. And now he stands there, and all he has to do is unclip that last clip. And the winner and your Raw Money in the Bank briefcase holder is none other than the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose himself. And if I'm Finn Balor, I would be scared, because this was without a doubt the most dangerous individual that you could have hold that briefcase. He's unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to do. He doesn't know what he's going to do. All you can be sure of is that he's going to cash in at one point in time. Well, we will figure out when that is, when Raw returns very soon. But in the meantime, remember that I love you guys. Remember to stay safe during these troubling COVID-19 times. And also, fuck racism, fuck fascism. Black Lives Matters. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Remember that I love you guys. Bye.